Don't get on the keyboard, baby. Not on the keyboard. Not on the keyboard. You'll knock us off the air. Hi. Hi, Julia. Tracy. Good morning. Hope y'all had a good weekend. I got a purring cat on my desk who wants to get to my keyboard. Oh my gosh. You're going to end up having to move, baby girl. Oh, I see you. I know. You're just a sweetie. Just a sweetie. Just a sweetie. How y'all do? No, can't get on the keyboard. Oh my gosh, he's determined to get on the keyboard. Cloud alert is right. Hi, Juanita, Tracy, Linda. just rolling all over the desk, determined to get to the keyboard. Let's see if I can block her. There we go. Oh my goodness. Hi, Lisa. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Terry, Pamela, whoever. Just see, Senator Tracy, baby, just. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's a book haul day. I got books over the weekend. It was Hubster's, we went out with Denise and Samantha, and we went out for Hubster's birthday, went up to where she lives, which is about an hour and a half away. And we went out to the Avalon and went to the bookstores, two bookstores. I went to Paper Source. I got some papers here. So yeah. My goodness. Hi, Pamela, Deb. Yeah. So yeah. What can I say? It's cloud alert. She's just a purring. Okay, she's getting tired of me now. No, maybe not. So yeah, got lots of books and things today. So some happy mail. A couple of these books were sent happy mail. Okay, so now it's time to get down. There we go. All right, so let's see if I can get organized again. Let's get back up here. There we go. And couple magazines, books. I showed the Frida one, but I didn't show it very well, so I might show that one again. There's a little pearl there. I'm not sure where that came from. Malibu does love books. So I got these two from Michelle F. And then all this here and some paper. So we got lots to show today. And, book chat's always fun. It is to me. And Michelle also sent, look at all these butterflies she sent us. She sent us a lot of butterflies. She must have thought we were getting low. So, so these could go in Happy Mail as well because I'm doing napkin giveaways, y'all know. So maybe we'll see how much time we have today. We'll do another napkin bundle up some more napkins for giveaways. Hi, Debbie Bruce. Let's see, Mama Four, Dawn, Becky, Marie. Let's see who else. I'm probably missing people coming in. But anyways, let's move this over just a little. Move this back over this way just a little. There, I think we're good. So yeah, y'all like the napkins? I don't know, do y'all? I mean, I don't want to just throw them away. So I thought, we all like napkin journaling. So yeah, hi Melly. I got my lemon water. Hi Barb. And I hope Rachel's getting better every day. We miss her. Of course, she's visiting, so she's not here as much right now. Plus, she's getting well. Hi, Aunt Beck. So yeah, we'll do a napkin giveaway. We'll do two small envelopes for international and one of the bigger ones for what do you call it? U.S. Okay. Oh, good. All right. Oh, baby, you're gonna have to get down. I know. I know. You love being up here, but really. Hi, Pacola. My little snapdragon. Look, she just will not stay down. You're gonna have to stay over here. I didn't put on any bracelets. I need to put on some bracelets. Hang on. Let me get some bracelets out. Just a minute. Come over here and put on some bracelets. I know. She's just one of those mornings. Let's see, I'll put on the pink ones on this hand and maybe these white ones. And let's see, put some blue ones on the other side, maybe. Let's see here, what else? Do I want one of those wrist cuffs? Maybe one of the cuffs. So, yeah. So did everybody have a good weekend? Let's see, can I find a ring in here? I got to get my wedding rings. I've been for 2 years. I got to get my wedding rings resized 2 years ago. Well, let's see. I need to get my wedding rings resized 2 years ago. They're still up in the jewelry box waiting for me to get them resized. But, with all the virus, I didn't get anything done during that time. Let's see. But I do have my other little silver ring in here. Oh, there it is. We'll put that one on. Okay. I think that's good. All right. What do you think? Are we good now, Malibu? Are we good? Are we good? Hi, Miss Seki. Hi, Janet. Let's see. Did she forget to get dressed? Yes, I did forget to get dressed before going live. So, although Malibu is loving to make her appearance today. So, yeah, we're going to do book hauls. Does it look a little bright? Or are we okay? Let's see. Maybe I need to turn the brightness down just a tad. There we go. And I got some paper from the paper source. A couple of these are the same because I was running low on like the cat one and the fish one. So I got another one of those. And so, yeah. As you can see, she's not listening to her mama and staying off the table. So did everybody have a good weekend? We hung out with, I got a couple pictures. We hung out with Denise and Boo and went to the Avalon, went to lunch. I went to Barnes and Noble and the little bookstore in the Avalon. And let's see, do I have a couple pictures? Let's see. Yeah. We did a selfie here. There's Denise taking the selfie there. And let's see, I have one of, here's all of us there. There's Hubster, me and Boo at the front of the fountain there. And let's see, do I have anything else? Me and Hubster. Yeah, Hubster and Boo. So we had fun. And then I posted this yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Now my garden pictures are only going to consist of the harvest because the garden looks the same. There's nothing new to show. When I show the actual garden itself, it looks exactly the same week to week. So I took a picture of, I put one of the tomatoes in the little unicorn that pops, the little, you squeeze them and it goes. Well, of course, I didn't squeeze them with the tomato, but yeah. And Gumby and Pokey. So, yeah. Yes, baby, I see. You're going to have to get down. Let's get down now, please. I don't want to have to lock you out. She'll probably be right back up here. Let's see what else. I think that's it. I think that's got all I got to show. But we went to the couple of bookstores and the paper source. Oh, and I got to show you this. Annie, I told y'all, well, I think I told Janet. Maybe didn't tell all of y'all. But Annie's cat out in LA got out, and they thought a coyote got him because they live out there where coyotes are. Let me see if I can find the picture. Let me see here. And where is it? Here it is. No, that's not it. Hang on. I'll show you the picture. It's such a cute picture. It's on Facebook and Instagram, but here we go. So anyway, he came back after 11 days. There's Logan. He came back after 11 days of being gone. We thought the coyotes got him, but he came back. He meowed at the window like at 4. Annie said about 4:30 in the morning, and she jumped out of bed, and it was him at the window. He'd been gone for 11 days. She said he ate 3. They just have the little cans like we do, the little cans of cat food. He ate 3 cans of cat food. I know, Terry. I know. Hi, Barbara. Did I say hi to Barbara and Jane? Amira? Anybody else I missed while I was looking at pictures? So, yeah. So they were all so happy and excited, and we were too, After being gone 11 days, you thought, he wasn't coming back. But he must have found a hiding place, went up a tree. There's not a lot of trees there, some palm trees. But anyway, he must have hid somewhere. Hi, Tina. He must have hid somewhere for 11 days and made his way home. So, yeah. Okay, well, I got a lot of books and some magazines and things to show. And then we will, did Becky Core, did I say that Becky was here? Becky sent us, well, she sent me 2, and one for a giveaway and one for me. And so we'll probably give away one of these. She said, if y'all follow Becky Kalora on Instagram, she's been posting her little Zentangle Zen doodles, I guess you call them, Zen doodles. So she sent these 2. So one to keep and one to give away. There she is. Okay, I thought I said good morning to you. So we're going to give away one of these. And then let's see. And like I showed y'all a little while ago, Michelle sent us a whole bunch of butterflies. So we'll be giving these away. Like when I give away some napkins and stuff, we'll stick some of these in there. So we have that. And so again, I'm going to do a napkin. Let me get out the little envelope so I'm prepared. So we'll do the same thing as we did last week. 2 smaller international ones, and then one of the larger ones folded in half. Well, let's just go ahead before y'all want to go ahead and get it ready. Get some napkins ready before we start, so it's all ready to give away. That might be easier. When time comes for the giveaway, we'll have it all ready. So let's do that. So I'm going to just set the books up here for a minute. Lots of books and a roll of paper. All right, so this will be U.S. and international, and I think we figured out. I wrote it down somewhere. Where did I write it down? I wrote it down somewhere. Now I can't find it. Okay, we did 9. I think we could do 10. 10 in each of the international each. And also, guys, I didn't think about this, but if y'all want, I can take the backs off of them, and then we can get more. We can do more. What do y'all think? Should I do that? Take the backs off of them, and then I can add more. I could probably add twice as many if I take the backs off. Where's my Sharpie? I got Sharpie in here somewhere. What did I do with it? Hang on, let me find because the Sharpies show up on camera. I got another one up here. That's why I like to write with Sharpies. I like to write big on camera because it shows up. But where are they? I can't find. I know I have a little bundle of them somewhere. And I know I had one in here. I have multiple Sharpies everywhere. Of course, you know, when you want one, you can't find them. Here they are. Okay. So, good idea, Leona. So this will be international, and USA. Okay, so if we do that, then I can probably get twice as many in them because if I take the backs off, right? More work for me. Well, it's not too much work because all I do is just take a piece of double-sided tape. I'll show you here in a minute. All right, let's see what we got. Now, I'm going to try to stay away from the Christmas ones. I'm going to try to stay away from the Christmas ones till Christmas. Well, unless we give them all away before then. So, as you can see, I have 5 bags like this. So, let's see. Let's start with these because I got a bunch of these. Let's see. Get into them here. And I'm also going to send some to Maseki because did I see her here yet? I think I saw her. But Maseki showed pictures of her napkin journal on, I think it was Instagram. So I Instagrammed her, said I'm going to send some to her. So let me get a third envelope out that I'm just going to give some to Maseki. Because I was impressed with her napkin journal. Okay, so here's how we do it when we when you want to take the backs off the napkins, and you always want to take the backs off the napkins before you glue them down, because otherwise when you're gluing them down, you're only gluing this part. So all you do is take a piece of double-sided tape and stick it on there, and then like that, and it releases it. But and I won't do all these right now. I'll do them before I mail them to you guys. I'm not going to make y'all watch me take them all apart, but I just wanted to show you how you do it. You just take a piece of double-sided tape and it loosens it up. Anyway, before you glue down your napkins, you want to take the back off. The other tip I will tell you is when you're doing a napkin journal is you want to have your background, you don't have to, but if you want it to be vibrant, you want your base to be painted white. Or start with your white base before you glue them down. If you start, let's just say you had a background, you had it all like this, and you wanted to use this napkin. Okay, look. All right, so there's what it would look like, right? I don't know, hope you can see. So if you had a painted background, this is what, oh, there she is. Yeah, it's on Instagram. Okay, I'll find it in a minute. But if you have a white background, look at the difference. Look at the difference. So you want to glue your napkins down like first before you do the painting. You don't have to, but look how much more vibrant it is. See the difference with starting with the white base? So there's your 2 tips for the day. Take the backs off, start with a white background. Okay, so now we did have like 10. I was going to do like 10 international each. So, and now that I'm going to take the backs off, we'll do 15. And then the US, we were doing 25. I'll do 30. Okay, we'll do 30. Okay, let me write that down. 30 with backs off. I'm writing it on my little note. And then we'll do 15 on the international. Okay, so I'm just going to pile them up right now, and then before I mail them out, I'll take the backs off. Okay, it'll only take a minute. No, it's not too bad. Okay, so let's put and I got Maseki's right here too. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just going to get them ready. We'll do the giveaway in a little while. Okay, so let me just go ahead. Let me just go ahead and take them out here because it's much easier to sort them. And, you know, everybody's not going to get the same things because, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to kind of divide them up. Okay, so that's 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, and 4. Let's see. Put it in caps if you're talking to me. Hi, Annie, Tanner, Wendy, View. Hey, View. Good to see you. Journey, how you doing? Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to just keep going. 5, 5. I already did some of those. 5, 5, 6, 6. I don't want to do Christmas. Okay, I don't want to do Halloween. Not yet. 7. Christmas. Thanksgiving. 8. Okay, that's 9. What did I say? 59. Get some, there's a lot of like Thanksgiving, Halloween. Okay, so this is 10. 10. 10. 11. 11. 11. 12. 12. 12. 12. Hang on. 13. 14. 15. These are all the same. I'll recount them here in a minute. Okay, I think that's 15. Let's put some of these and we'll test that out. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so international, I said we were going to do 15. So let's see what we got here. 1. I got to get my voice going here, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, there's one international. That's thick, but I'm going to take the backs off of them. So there's 1. Okay, there's 1 international. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. One more. Okay. 15. Okay, there's 2 packs of 15 there. Now let me do my Secchies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and there's my Secchies. Okay, so I'm going to set my Secchies aside because that's already given to her. Okay, so these are the 2 internationals. Let me count out like 30 US. Okay, so I'm going to have to add some more. Thanks, Aunt Beck. Do you have a napkin journal, Aunt Beck? I don't know if I've seen. I know you have tons of stuff. I don't know if you're working on napkin journal. Aunt Beck is working on she's doing some kind of a challenge. I'm not going to do it, but she has a challenge. Mary Altier is doing it, where she takes a big piece of cloth and she has like 5 or 7. I'm not sure how many things that you got to put on it, and she's turning it into a handbag. She's going to show you how to make a handbag out of it later. So follow Aunt Beck if you want to see how she does that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did I get a Paris one in there? No. Okay, so 14, 15, 16, 17. I don't want to do snowmen. 18. Oh, the British. 19. No Christmas yet. 20. This is Thanksgiving. 21. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. That's just solid. 28, more Christmas. Christmas. There's a happy birthday. 29 and 30. Okay, so there we go. So let me put these back in the bag here. Like I said, I just pull a bag and we just start giving them away. I kept one little stack about that big. That's all I kept. Because I'm not doing napkin journaling as much as I used to. So, okay, so there's 30 for the US. Okay, so because it's gonna go in one of these kind of envelopes. So there we go. So now we'll do a giveaway. In a little while, it's all ready to go. So we got 2 internationals and a USA ready to go. Don't y'all let me, I'm sure you won't, let me forget to do the giveaway. All right, so I'm going to set that to the side for now behind me. Put this one back in the bag. All right, we're ready for our giveaway in a little bit. Oh, and we're going to give away one of Becky Kalura's cards. And whoever wins, let's just do that one right now for all you early birds. Okay, so it's always the same. My giveaways are always the same, kind of boring and the same. But so let me go to random.org. Don't put in a number yet. And this is US and international, both US and international. Where's a post-it note here? And I'll let you pick which one you want because I'm keeping one for myself. Okay, so when I type in go, put in a number between 1 and 100. First person closest to the random.org without going over gets to pick which one of Becky's Zen Doodles. And she posts them all on Instagram. So let me go to Instagram because I also wanted to show you Maseki's napkin journal. Don't put in a number yet. All right, let me go over here to Becky. Becky Kalura. And so if you go over to, there's Becky Skinner, Kalura 1, and she has all the different ones that she's been doing here. So go over there and look at all her Zen doodles. Just tons of them. So she was nice enough to send send 2, one to keep for me to keep and one to give away. Oh, thank you, Barb. And then Maseki, let me go over here. I do try to keep up with all you guys' Instagram. That's the Instagram. If you want me to see your stuff or talk about your stuff or, just not just necessarily for me, but that's where I see all my art. And I keep my Instagram art related, art, photography, comics, books, and of course my cats. And so I keep it very positive over on my IG. Okay, so Maseki, let's see, what does she do? Double spread in her napkin journal. Here it is. This is the one I saw where she did a double spread in her napkin journal. So if you want to see it better, go over to Maseki. It's MISSEKE_. And I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. That's the way I've always said her name, Maseki. Could be totally different, but that's what I call her. So yeah. So when I saw that, I said, well, Maseki, I need to give you some more napkins. So you have plenty. So y'all go follow Becky Kalura and Maseki. Sorry, guys, I got to get my voice going. I slept with a fan blowing in my face. We have the new air conditioner, but I still like a fan. It keeps the whole house, keeps it cooler without running the air conditioner all the time. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. When I type in go, put in one number between 1 and 100. First person closest without going over can pick which one they want. International as well. Okay, so hang on. Let me get over here to my chat thing. Make sure you have live chat selected at the top of your screen of your chat window. Live chat. Okay, there we go. And yeah, I think I need to change. This is getting a little painty. I probably need to put another cover on this or change it out. It's getting a little messy. So, hi, Julie Topaz. Anybody else? Linda Renz, Annie. Hi, Fernando. Fernando, did you get your happy mail? You and Christopher, I never heard back. Fernando's in Brazil and Christopher's in Philippines. I never heard either one if y'all got your happy mail from the last couple, 2-3 weeks. I don't know exactly when I mailed it out. I mean, when I gave it away, but okay. Okay, Barb, put in a number for Rachel. I know. Hopefully she's getting on the mend. You know, she planned to stay all summer in the States. And then now she got stuck there, I think. But she was gonna be there anyway. So anyway, let's see. Kathleen, sweet lady. Who else? Manon, Tommy Joe, Mary Robertson. I know I'm probably missing people coming in. Thanks everybody for being here. One number only. And I'm going to count down. I got a couple weeks ago. Okay, thanks, Fernando. You might have told me. You know, I try to keep up with people. You know, I do giveaways and stuff, make sure they got it. But okay, I'm glad you got it, Fernando. Okay, good. All right. Hi, Scarlett. All right, put them in now because I'm going to count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hurry up. 2, 1. Okay. All right. So now let me get random.org. Let's see who's the closest without going over. Okay, there's random.org. Here's our 1 to 100. Let's see. First person closest to 97. 97 without going over. 97. Okay, let me scroll back and look. 97. I'm going to scroll all the way back. Looking for 90s. Looking for 90s. Amira had 98. Pamela Kane had 90. Scrolling. Debbie Bruce had 93. Did anybody get higher than 93? It looks like it's Debbie Bruce. Debbie. Oh my gosh, Debbie. Debbie, you have been winning like crazy. Okay, so Debbie Bruce, you get to pick which one. Do you want 1 or 2? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Which one do you want? So we'll wait a second. 1, 2. I know, right, Tina? Which one do you want of Becky Kalora's Zen Doodles? I'm waiting a second till she answers me. 1 or 2? She might have fainted. Did you faint, Debbie? Which one do you want? 1 or 2? Let's see. Get yourself up off the floor, Debbie. Which one do you want? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm waiting. I haven't seen her answer yet. I'm waiting. Yeah, I don't know. She hasn't answered me yet. So we're going to move on. Debbie, you let me know. 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Okay. Hi, Scrap Girl 12. All right, I'm going to put it to the side. When I see her answer, I will put her number on her card. Okay, so Michelle F sent, I told y'all, she sent us a whole bunch more of these, and I'll probably stick some, she wants one. Okay. Gotcha, Debbie. Um, and thank you, Becky. I'll be a proud owner of the second one. I'm going to put it over here with my other ATCs and zines. Okay, so congratulations, Debbie. So I'll be giving away butterflies throughout as we do giveaways as well. So thank you so much, Michelle. She also sent these two books to me, and I did put her little note inside each one, so I remember who sent. I haven't seen her here yet this morning, so thank you, Becky. So she sent two of these, and I've shown y'all. I have the Secret Garden one, and they're very interactive. And they're just really cool. I'll give you the ISBNs on them if you want to look them up. I got my Secret Garden one at Books a Million, and she sent these to me from Amazon, so you can get them probably at your bookstore or on Amazon. So let me give you the first one is Alice in Wonderland, and the ISBN is 978-006-2936615. And they're interactive. So let me go ahead and kind of push all this up here. So we've got lots of books. It's book day and paper day. I got some paper at the paper source when we went up there to go out, take Hubster out for birthday and Father's Day. So we, let's see here. There we go. So we took him out to shop a little and get him a gift and go out to eat. And of course, there's all kinds of shops. Just went to bookstores. I went to Barnes and Noble. So some of these I got at Barnes and Noble. Some of these I got at Amazon, and some of them I got, one of them I got at one of the little shops there in the Avalon. So yeah, I know, Becca. Good morning, by the way, Devin Rex. Oh, I'm probably missing people coming in. So good morning, everybody. C&P. And Karen Pace, while I've got Instagram here, she's been doing these little, and I forget who puts them out, so I'll have to see again. But she's been doing these little characters, coloring these little characters. Well, she did one of the what do you call it? She did one of the is it who is it? Inya? But I'm looking at where are they? Hang on. These little characters. Let's see, who are they? The Misfits. She did a PDF of these Misfits, and she has a whole bunch of these little girls on her Instagram. They're so cute. So I've been watching. She did a bunch of bunnies earlier. Now she's doing those little girls. And so this one's the Alice Avengers in Wonderland. Let me go ahead and zoom in one here because we're going to need to see a little better. And they're interactive. So thank you so much, Michelle F. I haven't seen her here this morning yet, but I'm going to do a little flip and show you some of the interactives in here. And I took the papers out, but each one of the interactives had a little tissue paper in front and in back. So I kept those, of course, because they'll be great for art journaling. But they had like tissue paper in between every single one of the interactives. So anyway, I'm not going to show you, of course, every single page, but I'll give you all an idea. So if you want to go look it up and buy yourself one, or buy one of your children, your grandchildren one. It's very colorful, very, and it's interactive. So you can see. And then here's let's see, how did it work? I forgot how it worked. There's something that you pulled, I think. Oh, where is it? I know they moved, but I thought there was something that you pulled. Maybe not on this one. I think it's on another one. So the little hands move. Let's see, let's pull out the little sleeves so you can see that. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that happened. I hadn't pulled these out all the way. I hadn't pulled these out all the way. I just thought they'd swirled. Look, isn't that adorable? So there's that. Yeah, I thought these just did this, right? I didn't know that they did that. So that's so cute. And then let's see here. So I'm just going to kind of flip through so you can kind of see some of the bright colors. I know, right, Tina? All right. So then this is a little house, and I forget what it did. I went through it. Oh, this one just opened up. I went through it and kind of played with it a little bit. But the little windows open and the little doors open, and then the whole house just flips over. And again, everything had these tissue papers in there to protect it. So I like to make your legs look like that. And then here's the Cheshire Cat. Well, this was kind of cool. This one kind of did this. Look, he disappears. Let me hold that up. And you just the smile, just the grin. I love these books. I don't even know how many there are. There's quite a few because I've seen them at my Books A Million. Here's the Mad Tea Party. So it's just so colorful. And what kid wouldn't love this, right? I mean, if this doesn't get them interested in reading, I don't know what would. Not necessarily just Alice, but any of these interactives. Okay, let's see. And here's the next one. This folds out. This one's a note here. This one folds out into a note. And then this one, I think, folds out into a map. Oh, no, this one's a chessboard. Look, it's a whole chessboard with all the pieces. If you are so inclined to take it apart, which I'm not going to, but. And then this is a little envelope and a little, oh no, this is, well, it's a little fold out with a little spiral bit of text. Let's see. I mean, isn't it beautiful? It's just really a beautiful book. And then here is one of these little, build it a different way, depending on which way you, there's a whole bunch of them here too. There's like 5 or 6 in each stack. So you can mix and match them. There's that. I know, isn't it awesome? So thank you, Michelle. I love them. Now it's going to make me want to collect all of them, right? Okay, this one was really good. Let's see, how did it work? Did it have a pull or what was it? Just a twist? I can't remember. I forget. Oh, here it is. Yeah, there's a little tab here. Little tab here. Look. Humpty Dumpty. Isn't that awesome? There's a lot of work in these. Okay, then. Just so much into it. Any kid would love this. I would have loved it because I was a reader as a kid, so I would have loved this. So, yeah, and all kinds of other things to do. And this is the paper. This is the paper that was on the back. And they do come wrapped in plastic. I would recommend if you're going to buy them used, make sure that they're in the plastic, or if you buy it at the store, make sure they're wrapped in plastic so that none of the little inserts or anything are messed with, right? But that does come wrapped in plastic. So that one's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. Okay. Oh, and I got this too, and I don't even know what I'm going to do. Oh, I'll put it over here because Aunt Beck. No, I'm not saying she made me buy this. Is Aunt Beck still here? If Aunt Beck's still here, I'll show this book next after I show this one because I don't know that she has this book. I don't even know. I just reminded me of some of the things she does. And so I bought this book here. I'll show it in a minute. Okay, so this one is Jungle Book. And again, it's the same type of thing. It has all kinds of interaction in it. And it had all the paper covering, covering up all the inserts. This one has the map, I think. What was it? I don't remember. It's got the illustrations on it. It's like his little journal. If I see Beck here, I'll show that book next. Okay, so, and this one's on like a tan paper, like a little bit of a toned tan paper. All right, so let's see here. Let's get to some of the, oh, this one's really cool. This is like one of those banners. Look. Isn't that cool? I mean, there's just so much in these books. It's a lot of work. And then here's a postcard. And then here's a little, let's see, how did this one work? Did it have a spun around? Maybe it just spins this way. It's like a little snake there. I don't know where the mongoose is. So you can see this one has more little individual type illustrations. Okay, then this one has a pull down here. Like a giant carpet with this song on there. I'll give you the ISBN in a minute. And here's another map. And then this one opens up like this. And of course, they all relate to the story, right? And then here's a little spinner. The little elephants on there. And then the poems are all on these carpets. Let's see. Isn't it beautiful, though? Yeah, if Aunt Beck shows up, I want to show her that book. Well, I'll show everybody. I'm going to show it anyway, but it's because of her I got it. And then again, this is on the back cover, and it's all wrapped in plastic. So the ISBN on this is 978-06-238-9503. And I'm not sure when these came out because I just saw them at my Books A Million like a couple of months ago. This one says that's the illustration, copyrights 2016. Maybe it was first published in 2016. Oh no, 7th printing is 2021. So this is probably a new version in 2021. That's because I just started seeing them at my Books A Million. All these different, classics in these beautiful cut covers like this. So there's the Jungle Book. And I already showed y'all the Secret Garden a few weeks ago. I'm not sure when. Okay, I'll wait on this one for a minute because just in case Becky pops back in. All right, so I already started reading this one, and I did pull back. I showed Frida a little bit last week, but I pulled that one out again because since I'm doing the book day, I really like this one, and so I wanted to re-show Frida. I've got a whole bunch that I showed last week or the week before because I was gone on Wednesday, and we had to go up to Fort Benning, so we that was an all-day thing, and then. We could only get the appointment on Wednesday, so we had to go on a Wednesday. And then the rest of the week, it's been I've been shopping for husband, going out for his birthday. We went up to see Denise, took him out to lunch, did some shopping for him, went to the bookstores, and he did buy himself a book as well, military history book. So, okay, let's see. So this one, and since I started reading this one, I just, I got them on Saturday. Since I got this one, not only have I been reading on these women, but I've been looking them up in the abstract expressionism. These ladies from, I think it starts 1940. Let's see, 1947 or 8. Well, it starts, part one is 1928 to 1948. That's just kind of a back history. But then it starts talking about the different ones, the five main, abstract ladies. They're abstract ladies from the Ninth Street exhibition that ran a month from May to June 1951, which is kind of considered the first real showing of this style of work. And it was, I think there was 70 or 80 people, but these 5 women were in there. And so it talks about, some of the backstory about why this became popular, why, who made it popular. It's just awesome. But look, I mean, it's huge, but it's got tons of pictures of them all in here. And one is Jackson Pollock's wife, who was also a artist in her own right. She was one of the 5. Anyway, so it's lists them out kind of in 2 separate groups: the 1928 to 1948, and then 1948 to 51, 51 to 55, and 56 to 59. So it's like mostly through the late 40s and through the 50s. And I said, it may, I just, one of the first paragraphs, and I did tag this to read this paragraph to you, of what made it special, what made it controversial, what made it become popular, and why did these people. So I just kind of, thanks, Pacola put in a link. When I read this, it kind of like defined it. And this woman, this was on her bucket list, if you will, for 20 years to write this book about these women. So anyway, this paragraph. So, well, I'm going to read this particular paragraph, and why did it become? It was controversial, and all the reasons for it being. So they were just coming off of World War II. And all that they had seen, the Holocaust, you got to, try to imagine seeing all that for the first time. I don't want to say we've become numb to these things, but because we didn't actually, most of us, some of us may have lived through it, but it was probably our parents and grandparents, depending on how old you are. And, good, Devin, you bought the Alice book? Oh, where'd it go? There it goes. And so, it's just such a different generation and a different, we look back now and go, some people say, that's not art. And some people go, well, it's art, just look up abstract expression. I can't even say it. and look up the different, there's lots of videos too There's lots of videos on all these people. Let me read the back first, and then I'll read this paragraph. Ninth Street Women is an impassioned, exhilarating chronicle of 5 women who dared to enter the male dominated world of 20th century abstract painting, not as muses, but as artists. From their cold water lofts, where they worked, drank, fought, and loved, these pioneers burst open the door to the art world for themselves and countless others to come. The gutsy and indomitable painter Lee Krasner, I'm not sure if it's Krasner or Krasner, became part of modern art's first celebrity couple by marrying Jackson Pollock. Elaine de Kooning used her brilliant work and words to bring the avant-garde to a public that scorned abstract art. Grace Hartingen abandoned life as a suburban wife and mother to become one of the boldest painters of her generation. Joan Mitchell escaped privilege but damaging childhood to translate her fierce vision into canvas. And Elaine Frankenthaler, daughter of a prominent family, chose the difficult path of the creative life and launched a new school of painting. These women changed American art and society, tearing up the prevailing social code and replacing it with a doctrine of liberation. Ninth Street Women is the remarkable and inspiring story of the power of art and artists in shaping not just post-war America, but the future. And then I also watched another little video on Jackson Pollock, and they were talking about, after World War II, when men came back from the war, well, women too, but mostly, men, when they came back from war, being an artist, even as a man, was considered like really not manly in the United States. Now, Europe and France, and they had, and even Mexico, they had their own abstract art going on and different things going on. But when the men came back from World War II, it wasn't really considered like, a real career, let alone women doing it, let alone women doing art and abstract art on top of that. So I'm just going to read this little paragraph here. For many, let's see, for artists who had not witnessed the firsthand in war, appeared in newsreels and in cinema or in front page photographs or daily papers. Artists who were able to, who needed to work despite the desolation of the times, had been forced to look deeper for a subject, to look inside the only thing that they could be sure of, themselves, because they were so disillusioned by everything that had happened during, the Depression and the war and everything like that. The result was abstraction free of anything but the material which the art was made and the naked energy of the artist who produced it. These were individual, personal works, conforming to no school and utterly devoid of politics. And yet, each piece, however unintentionally, did serve a greater social function. The work of the artist in post war New York, like the work of artists during troubled periods throughout history, acted as a kind of beacon, a ping that hidden depths, reminding those who search for that all evidence to the contrary, civilization has not perished. If there is art, there is hope. Man is not a monster because he yearns for truth and is capable of producing great beauty. So I thought that kind of like summed up the the reasoning of it. So anyway, I don't know if that helped, but I picked that out of, I haven't got that far in it yet, but it's a lot of pages, a lot. But so anyway, what I've done is as each artist comes up, Buddy Hubster goes, you look at the pictures ahead of time. I went, yes, I have to know where we're going, who we're dealing with here. I have to know what they look like, what they're working on. So he thinks it's funny that I go through the whole book, after I read the prologue, the introduction, the credits, and all. I read everything in a book. Then I go to the pictures. I look at all the pictures, read every art, thing about them, and so that I know who the people are. So I know what they look like, who I'm dealing with. As I'm reading, I'll know kind of where I'm going with the people. So what I've been doing is as I come across somebody new in the book, now, not that I've never heard of any of these people, but some of them are, more obscure than others for me anyway. I go on YouTube and see if there's videos of them. And there's some videos of them actually, some from the 70s when like one that was older. It was Jackson Pollock's wife, I think. Lee Crane. Let me see how you say her name. And there's video interviews of her. And where is it? Krasner, Lee Krasner or Krasner, married to Jackson Pollock. And there's interviews with her in black and white from the 70s when she did all this in the 50s. So it's really interesting. And I'm so glad YouTube has places that you can go and see them in actually talking. Here she is when she was older. And this is what she looked like in the video that I saw. The interview, this was 1972. I think the interview that I saw of her was in 1977. So anyway, I'm really into this. And then the bibliography is massive. Like what? This is like this much of it's a bibliography. So it looks like all the photos to tell. Yeah, I know. He said he likes to as they come up. And I said, but they don't come up in order. They come up in bunches. You could be reading like here when this is the pictures they're talking about. He goes, well, once in a while I do look ahead. I mean, I don't have any problem. I'll go read the end of a book if I think it'll help me. It just doesn't bother me at all, especially on something like a biography or something like a history or something like that. I don't mind skipping around, whatever works. So, so this is the one I'm working on right now. Although I've read, the prologues and the introductions and most of for the other ones. I'll wait on the Frida one because I've shown you guys that, but I want to kind of include it in our book haul chat today. Okay, so these three I got at Barnes and Noble, including the one I just showed you. The 9th Street Women, that one, and these three I got at Barnes and Noble on Saturday. If y'all see Becky come back in, she might have already left for the day. She's probably going to take her a nap. She and her husband are getting back on a schedule. So, but I'll still show the book that I got. Okay, so these three, I love books on books. Book history. I have tons of things on book history, book collectors, book buyers, and mysteries, anything to do with books. I love books. So I buy books on books. So I'm going to read you just the intros and stuff to these. This one was $10 and it was over in the not clearance, but the markdown books. And this, of course, I saw Bookshop and zoom right in on this. It's like, oh, Bookshop. So anyway, this one's Amy Meyerson. I didn't give you all the ISBN, but I know Tina, or I think it was Tina, put in the link, but let me give you the ISBN for this one. 978-0-316-226-172. And it came out, I think, about 2 years ago. Let me make sure. 2018. So it may have been out in a hardback first, although this is a chore to read when you're holding it because it's just so big, right? I can't imagine reading this like laying in bed reading this as a hardback. But anyway, I read at night, so I'm usually reading in bed. Unless I'm doing something, studying or something or research, then I have to have a desk with paper, and stuff like that. But if I'm just reading at night, it's, I'm reading in bed. Hi, Shelley. Hi, CB. Okay, so this is called The Bookshop of Yesterdays. Amy Meyerson. And the ISBN on this, 978-0-7783-69080. And let me read what it says so y'all can have. This one came out in 2018. Okay. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for some reading today? We're going to do a give. I'll finish these and then we'll do a giveaway of the napkins. Probably about 10 o'clock. Okay. Get your tea cozy. And your tea, Picola, for reading. what, what did CV say? I missed what CV said. Sometimes it's cheaper to want to join Dee Dee late. Yeah, right, CV? You got this book as well? Okay, well, I haven't read it yet, Julie. I just got them on Saturday. I got all, most all these on Saturday, although I had Frida already. So yeah. And all right. And then I got to show my paper too. All right, here we go. A woman inherits a beloved bookstore and sets forth. Do you want me to read it like I'd read it in my head. I'd read it dramatic, in my head. I'd be, more dramatic. Although I do have got my lemon water here. Keep my voice going. A woman inherits A woman inherits a beloved bookstore and sets forth on a journey of self-discovery in this poignant debut about family, forgiveness, and a love of reading. Miranda Brooks grew up in the stacks of her eccentric Uncle Billy's bookstore, solving the inventive scavenger hunts he created just for her. But on Miranda's 12th birthday, Billy had a mysterious falling out with her mother and suddenly disappears from Miranda's life. She doesn't hear from him again until 16 years later when she receives unexpected news. Billy had died and left her Prospero Books, which is teetering on bankruptcy, and one final scavenger hunt. When Miranda returns home to Los Angeles and to Prospero Books, now as its owner, she finds clues that Billy has hidden for her inside novels on the store's shelves, in locked drawers of his apartment upstairs, in the name of the store itself. Miranda becomes determined to save Prospero Books and to solve Billy's last scavenger hunt. She soon finds herself drawn into a journey where she meets people from Billy's past, people whose stories reveal a history that Miranda's mother had kept hidden, and the terrible secret that tore her family apart. Big-hearted and trenchantly observant, The Bookshop of Yesterdays is a love letter to reading and bookstores and a testament to the healing power of community and how our histories shape who we become. The Bookshop of Yesterdays, Amy Meyerson. So does that sound good? Doesn't that sound good? I'm telling you. Just okay. Then The Messy Lives of Book People. This one's Phaedra Patrick, and best-selling author of The Curious Charms of Arthur Pepper. This was the Barnes & Noble monthly pick, and it was a buy one, get one 50% off. But anyway, The Messy Lives of Book People, a novel, and it came out in she has 4 other books as of 2022. So this one came out 2022. Again, I don't know if it first came out in, usually it takes a year from a hardback to a paperback, but if it came out in 2022, it probably just came out in a soft cover. Okay, so let me see. We got some things in caps. See, one of my women. This is 3 of this. Okay, so quietly. You're welcome. Good morning, Cynthia. Julian. Oh, wait, I read that one already. Messy Lives of Book People is the one you just got. Oh, okay. Well, I haven't read the other one yet. I haven't read either one, Julianne. No spoilers. Yeah, Shelley, it does, doesn't it? Okay, and Julia said, I'll like that one. Let me read. Yeah, let me read to you today. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't, do too much. I just kind of keep y'all informed on them. Okay, so the ISBN on this one is 978-07783-12000. Okay, here we go. The house cleaner of a famous author must carry out her employer's shocking last wish in this delightful new novel from beloved author Phaedra Phaedra, I'm not sure, it's Phae, Phaedra, I guess, Patrick. Mother of two, Liv Green barely scrapes by as a maid to make ends meet, often finding escape in a good book while daydreaming of becoming a writer herself. So she can't believe her luck when she lands a job housekeeping for her personal hero, mega best-selling author Essie Starling, a mysterious and intimidating recluse. The last thing Liv expected was to be the only person Essie talks to, which leads to a tenuous friendship. When Essie passes away suddenly, Liv is astonished to learn that her dying wish was for Liv to complete her final novel. But to do so, Liv will have to step into Essie's shoes. As Liv begins to write, she uncovers secrets from the past that reveal a surprising connection between the two women, one that will change Liv's own story forever. So that is that one. The Messy Lives of Book People. Okay, so we also have Malibu again. She was up here earlier when we first came on. And Hubster, when I read the synopsis of this one, he busted out laughing. I'll tell you why in a minute. So this is Art Curious, stories of the unexpected, slightly odd, and strangely wonderful in art history. Jennifer Days Dazzle. She has a creator and host of the podcast Art Curious. So, all right, this one came out in this one is 2020. Okay, 2020. Again, I don't know if it first came out in hardback or not. Okay. Wildly entertaining and surprisingly educational dive into art history as you've never seen it before from the host of the beloved Art Curious podcast. And there's her picture right there. We're all familiar with the works of Claude Monet, thanks to no small part to the ubiquitous reproduction of his water lilies on umbrellas, handbags, scarves, and dorm room posters. But did you also know that Monet and his cohort were trailblazing rebels whose works were originally deemed unbelievably ugly and vulgar? And while you probably know the tale of Vincent van Gogh's suicide, you may not be aware that there's pretty compelling evidence that the artist didn't die by his own hand, but was accidentally killed or even murdered. Or how about the fact that one of Andy Warhol's most enduring legacies involved Carolyn Kennedy's moldy birthday cake and a collection of toenail clippings? And that's where Hubster burst out laughing. He goes, I want to read that one. Toenail clippings. Art Curious is a colorful look at the world of art history, revealing some of the strangest, funniest, and most fascinating stories behind the world's great artists and masterpieces. Though these and other incredible, weird, and wonderful tales, Art Curious presents an engaging look at why art history is and continues to be a riveting and relevant world to explore. So there we go, Art Curious. We found the bookshop of yesterday's audio version and Libby app, and we'll listen to this while walking. Oh, good, Julie Topaz. And then there's Picola with the link to Art Curious. Yes, Malibu. Hi, Afro Sensible Sister. How you doing? Anybody else coming in I missed? Did I say hi to you, Tracy? I think I did. And let me click on Julie's comment there. Hope you're having a marvelous Monday, Julie. Marvelous Monday. I think of Billy Crystal when I say it like that. Okay, so now you can't go near, you're going to have to let go, baby. Let go. You can't go near the keyboard. I'm so sorry. You'll have to get down if you try to get on the keyboard. We don't want to get disconnected. Okay, I haven't seen Aunt Beck, so I'm going to go ahead and show the book that Aunt Beck I bought because all right, so Aunt Beck she's a quilter sewer. She does slow stitching. She and Janet Nash, if you don't follow Janet Nash, if one of y'all want to put in Aunt Beck or Janet Nash's what do you call it, links. And I may have, I can't say for sure that I did not see this on either Aunt Beck or Janet Nash. Maybe one of them, maybe both of them. But anyway, it's between the two of them is why I bought this book. Do I think I'm ever going to sew these things? I don't know. Because of Janet Nash and Aunt Beck, I got this book. So it's Daydream Journals, Tilly Rose, and it's like sewing journals. Like, oh no, I'm probably never going to do this. But I know, baby, move over, let go. You can't go over by the keyboard. So sorry. I'm gonna have to put her out in a minute. She wants to get on that keyboard so bad. I see it. So anyway, memories, ideas, and inspiration in stitch, cloth, and thread. And it was just so inspiring. Oh, thank you. Picola's putting there's Aunt Beck. And Janet Nash is the other one that do, stitching, slow stitching, embroidery. And all I do is make prayer pouches. Is well, that's about all the sewing I do. I don't even own a sewing machine. But anyway, this looks very inspiring. Oh, let me give you all ISBN. I think this is it. It has UK and Canada. It doesn't have, oh, there's US. Okay. 978-1-78221-8722. And I got this off of Amazon. I know, right, Devin? She wants to know. Bless her heart. I see, baby girl. She's just a purring away. Just a purring. Just a purring. Daydream Journals, Tilly Rose. And she apparently has another book, Stitched Memories. This was her other book. Okay. Okay, Daydream Journals. And it came out in 2022. So I'm not sure when her first book came out, Stitched Memories. But this, I guess, is her second book. But look, see what this is what I'm talking about right here. This is the kind of stuff Aunt Beck and Mary LTA does it some. But Janet Nash, they do this kind of thing here. So if y'all like this kind of thing, which I don't do yet, maybe I got this book, maybe I might do one. But I just love the way it looks. I just love the way it looks. So I used to embroider on the back of my jean jackets back in the 70s. And on your jeans, embroidery was like a thing, right? Everybody embroidered back then. So, but other than cross stitching in the 80s when I worked for a cross stitch company, I don't sew. I don't even think I've ever owned a sewing machine. Grandma sewed, but I never did get into sewing. But look at this. So isn't that just inspiring just to look at? Thank you, Picola. Put a link in. Okay, Becky, thank you for sending us your Zendoodle ATCs and sharing so we could give one away. Have a good day. Y'all follow Laura Becky Skinner on IG. Did I say hi to you, Tracy? Oh, let's see who else. Said hi to Rebecca. Shelly Allred. Hi. Hello, Kristen. Okay. So, where to begin? Finding everyday inspiration, keeping a daydream journal, taking the first steps, written words, doodles, tools, materials, collecting snippets, techniques, creating pages and backgrounds, working with Mother Earth, moving on to the cloth and thread, essentials for stitching, starting to stitch, the projects, all the different projects. So anyway, it's just a pretty book. It's just pretty. And, look. And again, I don't remember whose channel I saw it on. Or if I saw that other book and then I found this, I don't know. But it's either Becky or Janet Nash. I'm going to blame them. So anyway, she talks about how she keeps her journal and her notes for her nature themed stitching, taking the first steps. Look at that. Isn't it cool? Is anybody else thinking this is very inspiring? Even if you don't sew, then here's some of her stuff here. I love seeing artist supplies, don't y'all? I don't need any, but yeah. And then here's different things she uses, buttons, nature, her techniques. So dyeing fabrics. So inspiring. And here's some of the projects. And she says at the beginning, she doesn't show like step by step a completed project from beginning to end because she wanted to show multiple projects. And, you know, it's going to take you a lot of months to do something like this. You feel overwhelmed. Yeah. I would do something small like on my prayer pouches, you know, on the front of a prayer pouch rather than doing a big things like this. Although I did get I did buy a needle book to keep needles and pens in from, oh, I froze up. What happened? I froze. Why am I froze? Am I froze? I'm not moving. Can y'all hear me? Oh, there it goes. I froze for a second. I don't know why. Are we back? Can y'all hear me? And I can't blame Malibu because she's not near the keyboard. Are we moving on? So I think I froze for a minute. But there we go. Can y'all hear me? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So yeah, you don't have to do these big journals and everything. But at Keisha's auction, I bought a needle journal to keep my needles and my little mini embroidery scissors and stuff like that in to do my prayer pouches. And I don't think I've posted them. I need, because now that they've both got their prayer pouches, I don't like to show post the pictures of them until the people that I send them to actually receive them. But they've received them, so I should post the two new. I've shown you guys here. Oh, and then there's a whole bunch of different stitches in the back. How to do different stitches here in the back. So Daydream Journals, Tilly Rose. Tilly Rose. That just sounds like she lives in England. She sounds like she's neighbors with Janet Nash. If y'all don't follow Janet Nash in the UK and her dog, and she goes, you just have to go see her. But anyway, Tilly Rose, it sounds like she's neighbors with Janet Nash. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's that one. You could do this in your diary with a mix of canvas. I won't do it cat and paste. Like I said, if I do any kind of thing like that, little slow stitching or anything, it would just be on the prayer pouches. Let me go over to my Instagram and I've shown you. Oh no, it's not on Instagram. So I posted them on Instagram. Let me go over to my photos. They need to be posted on Instagram. So here we go. So here's one of the ones that I did and sent out. This is the front, and it's got they're about this big. They're about this big, each one. And it's got a pin. It's got a pin on it. I put a charm or a brooch or a pin or something on the front. But see, if I didn't have such fancy, you know, the Indian fabrics on these, then I would stitch. But the only stitching I really do on these is stitch the edges, right? And then here's the back of it. There's a little applique there, and then there's a little trim on the bottom. So that's one of them. And then the other one I did was this one, and it's got a little sword with the ruby heart on it. And there's the front of it, and it's got some what do you call it? Tassels, no, there's a name for this. Anyway, there's the front, and I have the little beads, and they all have a black cord. They're all the same. They all have a black cord, and it's a pouch, so I put a prayer inside. There's the back of this one. All right, baby, let's get down there. Come on, let's get down. There's the stitching around it, and I hand stitch it, and I don't try to do it perfectly because I want it to look hand sewn. And then it's got the heart on the back there, an applique. So that's the second one. So I need to post. Those are just on my pictures. I need to post them on IG. Pom-pom garland. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I can pom-poms, yes. Okay, so back to the books. I'm going to re-show this Frida one, which I did show in my last book haul or whatever it was. And let's see. Oh, good, Rebecca. Who else? I'm probably missing Cynthia Burke Gallant. Welcome, Cynthia. Who else? Okay, so I showed this the last time we did books, and it's the Diary of Frida, and it was under lock and key apparently in Mexico for 40 years. And it's been out for a while. Um, it came out first published 1995. This is the 2005 edition. And it's a hardback, and it's nice, shiny paper. And I'd say about a quarter of the book, about a quarter of it is all the translation. It's all in Spanish, and it's all translated page by page. Every page is translated, along with a little picture of the main picture, the big picture. It's a little picture of the big picture with all the translation of all her diary. Okay, so this much of it is translation. The ISBN on it, 978-8109-59545. And it's a hardback. I don't think it comes in a paperback. I don't think it does. But anyway, so there she is there. And I told y'all we went to an exhibition of her work and Diego Rivera at my High Museum of Art a few years ago. It's probably been more than a few, but this is a facsimile of the actual journal, what the journal looks like. And then, of course, everything here has to be translated. But you can see, I'll just kind of skim through so you can look. Oh, thank you, Debbie. So you can see Frida's artwork and all her diary, which is all translated in the back. So for those of y'all that think you have to write neat, but it's a very cool book, and it's very well made. Glossy pages and very, very nice. The colors are good. The binding is nice. So, yeah. Okay. Just wanted y'all to see it again if y'all missed it last time. All right. And I did get that off of Amazon. Let me fix my chair here, my little cushion. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and do our napkin giveaway, and then we'll show the papers. And I've got a couple more books and a couple of magazines here. And I will show you also, maybe we'll get to I worked a little bit, not much because I was gone most of the weekend. I did a couple little starts of things. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. That was Miss Secchi's. All right, so we're going to go ahead and I said 10 o'clock and it's 10. So I'm going to show my papers here. So I will also, I think, pull out some of these stickers here. We'll put a pack just because I'm not going to say I'm going to put a pack of these in every one, but we're going to do it today. We're going to put a pack of stickers in each one. These are from Michelle F., who also sent me the Jungle Book and the Alice in Wonderland book. And she sent us all these stickers. So we're going to give some away. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Let's do U.S., because it's just one. And again, I'm going to take the backs off of these so it'll be thinner. So when you get them, the paperbacks, and let me do one more just to show y'all. All you have to do is just take a piece of double-sided tape. Well, you can take a regular tape too, but it's easier with double-sided tape. Open it up. And sometimes there's 2 layers on the back. I don't even know, does this even have a layer? Yeah, I guess it does. And you just grab it and it'll tear. They'll start a tear, and you take the backs off. So if I take the backs off of them, then I can put more in. I can put more in an envelope, because I'm going to eventually give all those napkins 5 big bags full of them. I'll try to at least do 1 giveaway a week until we get rid of them. Okay, so, and again, the other tip that I would give you is before you glue them down is to have a white base rather than a painted base. Because if you start with a painted base, here's the difference. See the difference in the brightness and the colors. So if you start with a white base, at work at Art Museum, it says she is amazing. Oh, awesome, Carol. And hi, Whippy Carol. It's been a while since you've been able to be here. Good to see you. You see the difference in the vibrancy? So you want to glue it on white paper and then do your painting. And I did show my last Monday, I think is when we gave some away. I think it was last Monday that I showed my napkin journal. So I won't show it again now. So if you want to see that, just look it up in my playlist. Okay. Hi, Dot. All right. So I'm gonna it was funny at Keisha's last week. I think it was I don't remember what day it was, Friday night or something. Anyway, I wrote that Hubster always corrects me when I say something like I'm a, and I type that in, I'm a, and Keisha goes, well, I don't get it. I'm going to, I'm going to do so and so. I'm a. It's just anyway, I'll take the backs off of these to make more fit in the envelope. Okay, so this one is going to be, and I'm going to put a pack of butterflies, a whole pack in there. All right, so the first one is USA only. Wait till I type in go. Now, y'all pay attention so we don't get, hurting cats again. Okay, this is for USA only. Then I'm going to do 2 separate smaller giveaways for international, because I can just put them, take the backs off and put them in this envelope. One of these I can put in one of these fatter envelopes because it doesn't cost an arm and a leg. Okay, so wait till I type in go, USA only. First person closest without going over to the random.org. Let me bring up random.org. So the other giveaway for Becky's little thing was 97. So we'll generate a new number here in just a minute. Wait till I type and go. 1 number only. Make sure you have live chat clicked at the top. Okay. Okay, USA only. And then we'll do the international separate. It just makes it easier so everybody is fair for international and US. Okay. So yeah, so if you do napkin journaling or art journaling, ATCs, artist trading cards, or any kind of art cards, you'll be able to play with all this wonderfulness. Okay. And thanks again to Michelle F. for giving us all the butterflies and for giving me those 2 gorgeous books. So, yeah. All right. Okay, get your numbers in. I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last call. Get your number in. I'm going to hit stop. No numbers after the stop. Okay, here we go. All right. First person closest to 68. 68 without going over. USA only. We'll do the internationals in a minute. 68. So let me scroll back and see who's in the 60s. Let's see, Leona had 59. Okay, Tanya had 64. Julie Topaz has 65. It looks like it's Julie Topaz with 65. Y'all double check. Am I correct? So Julie Topaz was 65. I'll let everybody look. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. So Julie Topaz, you got the US. Congratulations. And the butterflies. Pack of butterflies. There's a lot in these. I'm not sure how many. But I mean, there's probably 30 or 40 in there. They're the clear, the see-through kind. Trisha Green sent me a whole bunch, and that's how we found out about them. I found out about them from Trisha Green. And okay, so there's that. All right, next we're going to do the first two people closest. First two people closest international. Wait till I type in go. First two people international only, because there's like half as many. There's half as many in here, and I'll take the backs off again, and then a pack of butterflies for each of y'all. So this is international. You're welcome. I know you will. Julie will put it to use because she does art every single freaking day. I'm not exaggerating. Follow Julie Topaz, Topaz Pearl Girl on Instagram. She posts art every day. And I mean, like for 5-6 years, every single day. I mean, it's crazy. Okay, so wait till I type and go, and the first two people closest without going over. International only. This is international only. Okay, there we go. So yeah. First two people closest, and we'll draw a new number here in a minute. International only. I'm waiting for it to jump there. Hasn't put I don't see the numbers yet. Come on. What's going on? Let's see. There it goes. All right. They get kind of hung up for a second. Okay. First two people, get your numbers in. Get your numbers in before I hit stop. Dot, did you get your, didn't you win napkins before? Did you get them yet? It was like a week, maybe 2 ago. I don't remember. Dot wins as much as Debbie Bruce. Dot wins international a lot. So, yeah. All right, get your numbers in. I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Get them in. 2. Last call. 1. Okay, so let's draw another number for the first two people closest to. There was the US one. We're going to generate a new one. 21. And if everybody went over 21, we'll do it again. First two people closest to 21 without going over. Let's see, Devin has 10. So Devin will get one of them, and I think we'll have to do it again because I only see one person that didn't go over. Devin's the only person that didn't go over. So Devin, do you want green or yellow butterflies? Which one do you want, Devin? Do you want green or yellow butterflies? Woohoo! I'll let you pick, Devin. Which one do you want, green or yellow? Which one do you want? And then we're gonna do it again for another round. Okay, Devin. Which one do you want? Green or yellow? Green or yellow? Green. No, green. Okay. All right. So there you go. Devin got the green ones. Now we're going to do it again. Okay. We're going to do it again. I'm going to type in go. Or what? Yeah. Let's just do it again. I was going to say we could just pick new numbers, but we'll just do it again. Everybody can put in a new number. Does that sound good? Or do you want me to just generate a new number? Which do you want me to do? You want me to just generate a number? Did everybody get in a number? I can either just generate a new number or everybody put in another number. What do y'all want to do? Either one. Doesn't matter to me. Do y'all want to put in a new number? Somebody may have missed their chance. All right, we'll just do it. Generate a new number only. Okay, here we go. All right, the people that already put in 69. First person closest to 69 without going over. 69. All right, let me go back. Let's scroll back to the numbers here. Who had closest to 69 without going over? Did everybody go over? It looks like everybody. Oh, Barb. Barb had 36. Everybody else went over. Barb had 36. So Barb, Chicken Pot Pie Society. Am I right? Barb, Chicken Pot Pie. Chicken Pot Pie. Do I have your address, Barb? I'm not sure if I have your address. Barb, do I have your here? Barb, email me again just to make sure. Here's my email. Okay. Email me your address again, Barb, just so I make sure. Okay, if you don't mind. So, Barb, you're going to get these napkins and these butterflies. Okay. So, yes, if you don't mind sending me your address again. All right. So, I'll get all my happy mail done tomorrow or Wednesday. I'll probably go to the post office. Post office is closed today. Today's Juneteenth holiday. And let's see, Wednesday. I'll probably go to the post office on Thursday. I'll probably get it all mailed out on Thursday, guys. We'll mail out on Thursday. Okay. Email me again, Barb, your address. All right. So let's get back to our books. And then we'll do the paper. All right. So, and I got 2 more books, and then I got 2 art magazines. And then I'll show y'all some. I'll flip through my little art journals that I did. I did a little gluing. I haven't done. Maybe I'll paint it in a minute or 2. Okay, because yeah, this isn't going to take till 11:30 or 12. Okay, let's see. Hi there, sister woman, Jonna, crafty, preppy, crafty girl, Jonna. Good to see you. And if y'all like bookmaking and journaling and vintage kits and all, then go over to Preppy Crafty Girl on Etsy. Yes, my papers, my new papers too. Yes, I will show my new papers. A couple of them I've repeated, like the fish. I bought another fish. I bought another cat, but some of the others might be new. Okay, I got some of them for my Asian journal. Okay, so these 2, I got this one I saw, I don't know, I think it came up in my recommendations or something because I love calligraphy. So anything, when I look up calligraphy books, illuminated, anything like that, then other things pop up. And so this is Chivalry, and it's Neil Gaiman and Colleen Doran. And she apparently did this she made this book during the virus. So she worked on this for a couple of years during that time. And so here we go. Let me give you all the information. Lettering, Todd Klein. And I did read I haven't read the book yet, but I read the introduction. This one came out in 2022. And it's like a graphic novel, but it's beautiful. It's all beautiful with illuminated, if y'all like illuminated lettering, calligraphy, that sort of thing. So I thought Chivalry was tagged, Evan. So yeah, Mrs. Whitaker found the Holy Grail. And she talks about who she used as references and different things like this. So I haven't read it yet. I'm really excited to read it. And I'm not going to show y'all a whole bunch of it because, that's not right. But and it is from Dark Horse Comics publication. Neil Gaiman's books are. I think they're, I don't know if they all are, but I think they are. So anyway, I'm just going to kind of flip. This is her sketches in the back of her sketches of how she designed it. And so I'm just going to kind of flip through, show you a couple pages here. And I think she said she did it all in watercolor. So yeah. Isn't that beautiful? I just love the book. Another delightfully humorous and sweet fantasy graphic novel adaptation of Neil Gaiman's short story, brought to you by the Eisner, Bram Stoker, and Ringo Award-winning team of Snow Glass Apples, Neil Gaiman and Colleen Doran. An elderly British widow buys what turns out to be the Holy Grail from a secondhand shop, setting her off on an epic visit from an ancient knight who lures her with an ancient relic in hope of winning the cup. And the ISBN is 978-1506-719115. So there we go. Isn't it cool looking? I just love the way it looked. It's a little British lady. Look at her. So there's that one. And I know I'm not going to pronounce this. Miyazaki's, if y'all know Studio Ghibli, some say Ghibli, some say Ghibli, whichever way you want to say it. I looked it up and I think it's Ghibli. But some people still say it swears Ghibli, but however you want to say it. Miyazaki's. This is it's called Spoke Art Gallery Presents, and what it is, I don't know if it's like fan art, if you want to call it fan art, but different people that have drawn from his stories, from his movies and his art. And so it's all different people's interpretation and their art based off of his art. So it's just an art book. It's an art book. And so, yeah, I was really excited. I love art books, especially when it's a whole bunch of different artists. So there we go. Art inspired by the films of Miyazaki. You love the movies, Tracy? So anyway, it's just different. I guess you'd call it fan art. It's a lot in it too. Let me go ahead and read you I don't think I read you all the ISBN. It's 978-237-495-1355. And I got this one at the bookstore in the Avalon. Let me see. Let me get the receipts. I forget the name of the bookstore. Poshman, Posman. It's a little tiny bookstore. And that's where I got this. And Boo bought her a bunch of, she wants to read all the classics. So I was buying her classics, paperback. I mean, they're like oversized paperbacks, the soft cover, if you will. So bought her a bunch of those. She's reading all the classics. And then she bought her one on philosophy. So I never mind buying them books. So, okay. So there we go. So I got that one. All right. I did get this at Books A Million last week. It was in the discounted books, and it's any DK book. I love DK books. They're beautiful books for reasonable prices. I took the sticker off because it was in the discount books, but there's always sticker goo left. I got to get a baby wipe and get that off. So I got this one, the Smithsonian Zoology. And the reason I love this one is because y'all know I love me some macro photography. Love me some macro photography. So I bought this. And it's just got tons of pictures and details and close-ups, and I just love the book. So look at this. That's a butterfly wing in macro photography. See what I'm talking about? Look at that pattern. Doesn't that just inspire you just to do this in some kind of form? So yeah, I had to get this. I'm trying to flip it, and it's kind of tricky because it's so big. So I know I'm missing lots of pages there. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, if you just want to doodle something, if you just want to sit and sketch and doodle, you don't know what to do, pick the book up like this, and you'll find tons of stuff to doodle and sketch and just get ideas and color combinations, and there's so much. That's why you have to have a Society of Idea Collector book. Put all that stuff in there. When you look at something like this, and not just a book, but if you're watching anybody online, whether it's me or somebody else, and somebody does something that you think, oh, I love that color combination, write it down. I'm telling you, you will not remember it. You got to write stuff down. So that's why I tell y'all, have a Society of Idea Collector notebook or a comp book or sketchbook. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as you're writing it down. Even if it's, a lot of my notes start on Post-it notes. And then if I, if I don't have time to put it in something or, move on to, something else, then look at all the Post-it notes in here. They just get stuck in here. Post-it notes will get stuck in here. So this is my current one. I still have some room in here, so I haven't moved on from this one. I've got a little bit of room left in there, not too much, but then I'll have to move on to a new Society of Idea Collector. And then some of it will end up in my 3-ring binder. Some of it will just stay in here, and I'll flip through when I want something. But, that's how you got to keep your ideas. Woman chose an ABC book. Every box letter has a different wing closer. Oh, that's nice, Cynthia. Let me click on that comment. That's cool. Well, did you write the ISBN number down so that you can find it later? Put it in your idea book. And Cynthia, I don't know if I follow you. I'll have to go look up your channel later. I do scrub back through because I know I miss a lot of comments, even if you put them in caps. I do scrub through my chat later. Once in a blue moon, I mean, I think it's happened a couple of times a year. The chat does not show up later in the rendered YouTube. But most of the time, the chat's there. I'll scrub through it if I see somebody new or a comment I missed or something like that. I do try to go follow new people. As long as you got content. If you don't have any videos, then I probably won't follow you because you don't have any videos. If you have videos, I'll probably. But look at that. Look at the scales there. Just that as a pattern, So yeah, it's just so much, these books, to have in them. The close-up of the skin, the fur, the wings, and look, all the just, this is great reference here for just if you do color books and you want to see and I know you can look all this up online, guys. I know that, but there's something about having the book, and studying it, and all the little notes about each thing. You can't probably see it very well. Here's all the different kinds of scales, shells. There's just so much in a book like this. See more macro photography here. And I'm just skipping it like every 4 or 5 pages. You're only getting to see because it's going. There's a turtle, tortoise. But look at that pattern. I mean, to me, this looks like, the African fabrics. This looks like one of those. So I love books like this. I love reference books. So that is the Smithsonian Zoology Inside the Secret World of Animals. Did I give you all the ISBN? It's covered up with they had the discounted stickers, so everything's covered up. It was on clearance, or well, in the markdowns. It's normally $50. I didn't pay that. It was at Books A Million on clearance, but here we go. I don't know what it might be on Amazon, but here's the ISBN: 978-14654-82518. So yeah. Okay, then. Oh, I don't think I showed y'all this. Denise bought me this at a thrift store. I don't think I showed this to you. I'll wait till I finish the books. I got something else to show y'all. Denise bought it for me for Mother's Day. I don't think I showed it to you guys. She bought it for me for Mother's Day from a thrift store, and she also bought me a leather satchel. Look at this. She got this at a thrift store too. Look at this. Look at that satchel. So yeah, she got me that for Mother's Day. She went thrift store shopping. She did get me a couple things at Blick Art Supply for Mother's Day, but she got some of those too. Okay, let's see here. The lighting got a little bright. Let's turn that down. There we go. Okay, so I got 2 art magazines. Let me get a sip of water here. I know, right, sister woman? Okay. So I am going to kind of be careful because some of these art magazines, they do have some nudity, and we like to keep this channel family friendly. It's not made for children. It's made for 18 and above, but I still try to keep it family friendly, even in the art book world. So some of these books I have to be a little careful of. Anything by Imagine FX, I love their magazines. They have tons of different ones. This one's character design, and they just have tons of digi and traditional books and ideas. I know, right? I know. I'll show y'all the satchel again if y'all want to see it. So this is High Fructose, and it's a new contemporary art magazine. This is volume 63. I'm not sure what date it is. 20 just says 2022. I think this comes out. I think it comes out quarterly, but I don't remember. So yeah, it's contemporary art, and it's kind of they always have a booklet like on the center with representing one artist. This is the High Fructose special insert, the price of everything, the art of Alvaro Nadio, and I think it's very cool. There he is. I haven't read this yet. Again, I've been very busy this last week, but I just love recombine things. I love recombining things. I just love recombining things because I love my collage. But so that's the little booklet. They always have a little booklet inside. So let me just kind of flip through here and kind of show you a little bit. I'm going to try to be careful because, some of it can be, I just don't want to, not that I mind nudity in art, but I try not to show that on my channel. So they just have different artist profiles. And look at this. See, this is the kind of thing when I'm done with the magazine, I'll do a punch out. I'll punch out one little circle to make a planet out of. So yeah, this is the newest one. Okay, then the Imagine FX character design one. And again, I will be kind of careful. But anything, I love the sketchbooks. I love the digi art. Whether you do digi art or not, it's still lots of tips, tricks, lots of ideas, inspiration. Whether you do, this is like buying, let's say you don't do watercolor, but you buy a watercolor magazine. You're going to get inspired. You're going to get ideas. You're going to get, information and things. But I just, look at the detail. This is from one of the sketchbooks. I think I have all their sketchbooks. I've even bought some of them twice. A couple times they've changed the covers and it was the same magazine in the same month, or they put out two different covers and I didn't know it. But yeah, so look at that. Could so make a collage like that. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you this. Again, different artist profiles. Look at the detail. And these when you buy an Imagine FX, they're not cheap. Um, just saying, their magazines are you're like buying a book. So this one, okay, it was $16.99. Their ones, their sketchbooks, I think are like 24. I think the sketchbooks are like $24 when you get a whole magazine of them. So anyway, that is this one has mostly DGF, Imagine FX. Okay, let's see what else. What is it, baby? I know you're back up at it. I want to show my papers now. Can I? Oh wait, before I show the papers, let me show you what Denise. It's a game. It's a Bob Ross Art of Chill game. And again, I haven't had a chance to look at it, research it, see how to play it or anything. And she got this at the thrift store. So let's open this up and I'll show it to you. All right, baby, you're gonna have come on. I can't. You're gonna have to get down. Sorry. So look, it comes with an easel. I don't know how you're supposed to play it or what, but I'm going to show you all the components. So, no, baby, you're going to have to get down. Or I'm going to have to lock you out of the room. Sorry. It comes with an easel, and then it has all these little cards. It's not, this is how it came because it was at the thrift store. So I don't know. I think it may have been. I think it was sealed. I'm not sure, but all this was loose. Okay. So there's the chill cards. And here is fluffy clouds are worth this many points. Almighty mountains, wondrous water, happy little trees, charming cabin. I don't know how to play it, CB. I haven't read it, instructions or anything. I haven't had a chance to do that yet. So there's I don't know if this like sits up on here or something. So you got the different numbers by different colors until you're over here into the chill zone, the chill mode. Okay. So this is the instructions here. Everybody gets a palette. Look, it looks like everybody gets a palette. So somebody's red. There's a red, I guess four people can play blue, green, and yellow. So I'm just looking at the setup here. Look. So it looks like four people, maybe two can play, but it's probably made for four. So here's the contents. 1 game board, 4 palettes, 60 art supply cards, 24 chill cards, 11 technique cards, 12 feature markers, the little, not markers not like this kind of marker. 4 chill cubes. Do cubes come in here? Yeah, it looks like everything's in here. 15 double-sided painting panels, 1 easel, 1 die, and the instructions. So let's see what these are here. These are the, and you can also watch a video on it. So look at the different cards here. And the colors all mean something. But these are all these must be the 24 chill cards. I'm not sure because it's all, they're all jumbled up. But you got a whole bunch of these. I'm not sure how many. It looks like there might be 24 of those, of his paintings. I don't know. I don't know what the object of the game is. I haven't read the instructions. We can look at it if you want. And then we got all the little cards here. There's the ones that have Bob Ross on them are going to be 1. And then there's these black ones that have Bob Ross, and then there's the blue ones, must be the chill ones. So let's see here. So here's these. These are, it says number 6. What's number 6? Okay, it tells you what to do. Well, I can read it to you if y'all want. I mean, let me just separate it all out. These are the chill cards. These are the little Bob Ross cards more. I don't know what these are here. Hang on. There's 3 different kind of sets of cards. These are the art supply cards. The chill cards, it says it on there. These are more art supply cards. And then these little cards are, see, look, it has a little key right here. So everything is numbered. And so these little cards are number 5, which are shuffle the technique cards and place them face down, draw in a face down draw deck in front of the game board. Turn over the top 4 cards and place them face up row next to the deck. So we have these cards. And then the technique cards, these are number 6. I mean, look how many there are. This is the paintbrush with titanium white. Even if we didn't play the game, these would be good. These are going to be good, what do you call it, cards. What am I thinking of? Not inspiration. Hi, Colleen. I think I'm going to have us over. Yeah, I'd have to have y'all over to play. Okay, so these are the art supply cards, the chill cards. I'll read you what each one says. And then the technique card. So there's those little 3 stacks. And we have the dice. Look. Bob Ross, a palette, a hand, a little plus sign. So that's the dice. And then we have these little cubey things. And we have 2 of these. Let's see what these are. They're okay. What are the cubes? 4 chill cubes. These are the 4 chill cubes. And what are these 2? What are these? I don't know what these are. It was just a red. This was supposed to be. And here's a little Bob Ross. I don't know. These, I think, are your pieces that you move. So, like if you are red, if you're the red or the yellow, the green, I think these are the moving pieces. But I don't see what these are. Chill cards, any cards. A Bob mover. The 4 chill cubes, 1 easel, 1 die, 15-sided painted panels. I don't know what these 2 things are. Do we have some of those missing? I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going to read this to y'all. Y'all wanted me to read it, so now you're stuck. You're stuck, people. Follow along with Bob as he paints landscape features such as fluffy clouds, happy little trees in a series of his trademark masterpieces. Collect cards that represent brushes and paints. Apply paint to your palette. Then use a brush to paint features of your own. What are you supposed to actually paint on these? I don't know. These cards. Look at them. Okay, so they have those cards setting up on the easel here. So I guess you play, like this may be one round right here, right? So you put it on the easel here. So if you're gonna play this round, whatever, however you decide to pick one, because that's what they got right here. Okay. I don't know what number 7 is. What's number 7? The painting panels. Painting panels? Did I miss some painting panels? I don't know. I may not have all of it. I don't know. Painting panels. Denise said, I got this. She said, I didn't know if you want to play the game. I said, yeah. She goes, but I thought it would be just inspiration and fun. I said, yeah. Unfold the easel, set it up where all players can see. All right, so there's the easel. Place the game board in front of the easel. This is the game board. Okay, so you place the game board in front of the easel. Shuffle the game board. Shuffle the chill cards. Well, they're all shuffled as far as I'm concerned. So here's the chill cards, and you put them on here. It says chill cards. Face down the deck, designed on the spot. Give each player a palette. So everybody gets a palette. Yellow, green, red, and blue. Everybody gets a palette. Let's move this out of the way. Everybody gets a palette. See how they're set up around the game board? Along with the chill cube. So everybody gets, everybody gets a cube. If you're green, yellow, blue, red. And 3 feature markers that match the color palette. See, the feature markers. See, that's what I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's supposed to be these, and we don't have enough. We might have to make some of these. These must be the feature markers. No, you can't come up. There's supposed to be 12 of these. And I only have 2. Place your feature markers on the colored area of your palette and place your chill cube on the 0 space of the chill meter. The chill meter. So I guess you move these around, your chill meter. Shuffle the technique cards and place them face down. Draw and then turn over the top 4 cards and place them face up row next to the deck. Shuffle the art supply cards and deal 3 cards to each player. The art supply cards are these, right? No, baby, you can't come up here. The one that has tons of them here, everybody would get 3. Players may look at their cards, but should keep them secret from the other players. Place the remaining cards face down on a draw deck. Turn over the top 4 cards, place them face up row next to the deck. Leave room for a discard pile. Shuffle the painting panels. That's what these are. No, these are the techniques. Shuffle the painting panels. Oh, these are the painting panels. Shuffle those and place them in a stack. It does not matter which paintings are facing up. Turn over the top painting panel and insert it onto the easel. Place the bob mover on the easel shelf. Look, he moves along here. He moves along on his little bob mover in front of the first leftmost space of the bob track. Chill points are earned by painting landscape features using art supply cards to represent paints and brushes. So like, for instance, let's say you pick this, sap green and a 1-inch brush. Well, here that 1-inch brush is not on here, but there is sap green. So does that means you got like some kind of points for getting the sap green, but there's no 1-inch brush here. You have to have this brush, that palette knife, or the fan brush. This brush is not included in that painting, right? So you have to match your cards to this in some form. Okay. There will always be one active painting that the players and Bob is working on it too. So we're playing against Bob. Each painting has 3 features that players can paint to earn chill points. Earn 1 extra chill point if you paint a feature with bright red. And there's little quotes on there. We don't want to set the sky on fire. We just want to give it a nice warm glow. The possible features are fluffy clouds, almighty mountains, wondrous water, happy little trees, and charming cabins. So each feature requires certain paints, and it's showing that. Bob moves from left to right along the Bob track at the bottom of each painting. As soon as Bob moves into a space with a feature on it, he paints that feature. So like, see, this one has that, and that. This one has the mountains, a cabin, and the trees. So if Bob moves onto one of those, Bob gets the advantage. Bob gets to paint. Well, you have to play it, Rebecca. I mean, obviously, you have to play it a couple times. And you probably just roll the dice. Let's see here. Let's see what you got here. Each player's palette contains 2 paint areas, A and B. Okay, so A and B, a brush and a color, each of which can hold up to 3 different paints. Players apply paint to their palette, then use a brush from their hand to paint a feature. So I guess you put this on your palette. So there you go, like that, and when you get enough of whatever is on here, when you get enough cards to match this up, then you obviously win. But you got to beat Bob because Bob gets to play too. I think it'd be fun. All right, so let's look at the next page. If you roll Bob, do the following 2 things, and then Bob gets to play. So because he's on here. He's on here more than once. So anyway, each of the dice means something, I think it'd be fun. But you got to play it a couple of times to really, get it, right? I mean, that's obvious. So yeah, I just wanted to show it to you. I'm going to read some of the cards. I want to read some of the cards. And then you're moving around on the chill board. Okay. Let's look at some of the cards because that's what we really want to know, right? Today's Bob's birthday? For real, Kathleen? For real. It's Bob's birthday today. Oh my gosh. I did not know that. So, they're double-sided, so there's lots of things that you can paint. If you were in an art group, wouldn't this be fun to play and actually have to do? Wouldn't you have to, when you really had to use the supplies? Like, you had to paint a cabin with these colors and you're in a group? That would be fun. Janet and I would do it. All right, so the chill cards are, do not move forward. Do not move Bob forward. He's just chilling. Artists are expected to be a little different. He has little quotes down here at the bottom. I'll read a couple of these. Okay. Let me put them back in some little spots here. Earn 1 extra chill point if you gain a technique card. Bob says you really can learn to be creative as you paint. Earn an extra chill point if you paint a feature with cadmium orange. Cadmium orange. Just let your imagination go. You can create all kinds of beautiful effects just that easy. Every card has a quote by him. So those are the chill cards. Then the technique cards. He did not like his hair. I think he didn't like his hair, but it became a trademark. But it took so long to get his hair in that afro every video. I think he didn't like it because of the time it took to get it fixed. I think I read that in a thing, autobiography on him. Okay, so here we go. Bright red, palette knife, yellow, Van Dyke brown, white. It's all the colors and brushes here. So these are the technique cards. Then here are the art supply cards. Lots of those. Oh, okay, Kathleen. So they have the brushes and the palettes or palette knife. And I guess you got to figure out the combo. This one's in any color. That must be the wild card, any color. So I think this would be fun to do as just an art group, an art group. So yeah. So Denise got me this at a thrift store for Mother's Day. Okay, so now let's move on to the papers. Hi, Michelle. Michelle, thank you so much for the books. I showed them earlier, and I showed your butterflies, and we already gave away 3 packs of butterflies this morning. So thank you. There's Michelle right there. Thank you, Michelle, for the books and the butterflies. Books and butterflies. We did giveaways on them. We did a napkin giveaway and gave away butterflies with them. He came to hate his apple, but kept it because of because it became his trademark. Exactly, Julie. Exactly. But it was a lot of work, apparently, because he didn't have naturally curly hair, I guess. So yeah, you'll have to go back and watch, Michelle, where we did a tour of the books. We did a complete tour of the books and did giveaways. Okay, so these are the papers that I bought at the paper source. I already had this one, and I've used all but like one of these fish. So I bought another. Fish paper. Let me back up. Let me see if I can back up one here. Hang on. There we go. Let's see here. So you can see they are big. I'll measure. They're like, you can buy them in art supply stores or like the paper source where I got mine. If you go to Blix sells them. Not always the exact same one. Paper source has hundreds of papers. So this looks like almost about 20, a little less than 20 by 18. 20, 30, by 30 maybe, by 30. So they're big. Look how pretty. I love these fish. I've used these fish in a lot of different things. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, y'all would love to thrift together. Denise loves to thrift, but she doesn't, because she's now become a minimalist in her house. She has a storeroom because she's a minimalist. She doesn't want all that stuff in her house. So she would love to go shopping with you, but she wouldn't use this. You know what I mean? Because she doesn't do all that anymore. Let's see. I just saw that Kirby is coming out with a new book. Oh, Alien Worlds. Oh, Devin. I'll have to look that up. Well, let's just look that up right now. Let's see if it's pre-order on Amazon. Or is Kirby going to do it through his own? I don't remember how did he did Amazon, right? Kirby. I know he's self-published. On Amazon. Let me look it up. It's been so long. Oh no, wait, I'm not thinking of Kirby. I'm thinking of what's the other guy that did the one that had all his covers were did everything on Amazon. All his covers were black, and they were thin, and they were the Amazon paper. Who am I thinking of? Not Kirby, but I am glad Kirby's coming out with another one. Bennett Klein. Thank you, Cat and Paste. That's who I was thinking of, Bennett Klein. Okay, but let's look up Kirby here. Let me just click on Kirby. Let me go to, I got Mythic World. I've worked a couple pages in Mythic World. He just came out with that not too long ago. Let's see. Does he have? I don't see where he's talking about his new one yet. I don't see a pre-order or anything. Oh, March 2023. Yeah, that's a long wait. Okay. Thanks, guys. I'll get it when it comes out. All right, so let's go back to the papers. So yeah, I really like this fish. And again, a lot of these papers that I bought are going to go in my little Asian journal, which I work on here and there, just like my Alice in Wonderland, my nature, my Art Nouveau, my color one. All right, so there is the fish. Then I got this one. It's kind of looks like a woven red and gold. Isn't it plain? And it's that kind of, that heavy, that's hard to tear kind of paper. So I got that one. Now let's roll this one this way. I got another one of the little cats. I know there's a name for these good luck little cats. One of y'all have told me it before, but I don't remember. But I've used all these cats either in giveaways or in my art journals or in some form. I can't believe I've used all these cats, but I think I have one little strip left. So I bought some more of these cats again. And this paper is not cheap. This sheet right here is $7.50. $7.50. But it's like I can't even describe it. It's thick and textury, like almost like cottony kind. I love the Lucky Cats too, Devin. So I was running out, so I got some more. Okay, here we go. Julie says there, I don't even know. I don't want to mispronounce it. Something Nico. Maniki Nico. I'm sure if somebody puts it in phonetics. Thank you, Julie. So she was the one that told me about it, I guess. Okay. All right. So there's that. Then I got these leaves. Again, it's that same kind of paper. And these look like batik. Baby, you can't come up here. I am so sorry. So, yeah, I like this one. And it's like almost exactly the same on both sides. So there's that one. And I think they're all about the same price. Let's see how much this one was. Oh, this one was only $6.50. Then I got the poster of the bees and honey. I bought this one before and gave it to Cameron because he loves bees. He's all about the bees. He's like, save the bees. So I bought this one for him. Now, this is not that same kind of paper. This is just more like a regular poster paper. And this one was $9.50. It was more. The paper's not as expensive, but I guess because of the printing or the process. But anyway, bees and honey. So I had given my last one to Cameron. So I bought me a new one of bees and honey. Then I got this one because of the fish and for my Asian journal. And it's not as textury as two of the papers, but it's that, it's a deckled edge. I know if y'all have ever felt any of these papers at an art supply store. This one was $7.50. And they almost feel like cloth, right? They almost feel like cloth. So I got this one for my Asian journal. So that's all the papers I bought. I thought I was pretty good. I only got one. Well, one's a poster, really. I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only bought 6. See, I only bought 6 papers. But I love the fish, and I love the little good luck cats. I love that. So there we go. That's all the papers that I bought. And I know as I cut them up, I end up giving a lot of it away too. Because I don't use all of that. But I love my papers. Okay, so let's see. What else do I have to show and tell? I did get, oh, wait. Did I show this? Yeah, I showed that. Yeah, I showed that. Okay. So I think we're going to move on to a couple of things that I'm started in, and y'all saw me working some of these a couple weeks ago, or, a few weeks ago. And I did add some more, what do you call it? Cutouts from other magazines. So when I cut these art journaling magazines down, if I cut off an edge, then I use those edges. Let's see, let's get rid of the bright light there. I'll use those edges to take things off of those edges and glue them in on the main pages. So, and I haven't really painted many of these. I've done a couple, and then I did the little one too. Where's my little one? So I made a bunch of these, and I gave away a bunch of these about a month ago, I guess. So I have worked a little bit in this one, but it's essentially all the same type of thing, where I reverse collage things out, even if I glue more things on top and then paint it out. So I love these little ones like this. They're just fun. Just to, if you have a little something you just want to stick down, just find you a page in here and stick it down, and then you can go back and repaint, paint them in. This is essentially the same thing as my old desk journals. I've shown y'all a gazillion times, and I go, oh no, she's gonna pull out the desk journals again. I don't know how many of these I have, but I used to do one a year. I mean, starting back in like 2010, I used to do one a year of these nice, very expensive leather journals that you get at Barnes and Noble. And I would do, and I know it's going to sound like they're stuck, but they're really not. It's just that they're piled up on each other. This one was from 2011, and it's essentially the same thing. It's you just glue, you have leftover paint, you have leftover collage fodder, and you just stick it down, and then you can go back and paint. I think this one's 2010. I think this one's 2010 or 12. And so, yeah, you have leftover collage stuff. You just glue it down, leftover stencil, leftover what, you just go in there and put it down. And I just call it a desk journal because you're just using leftovers from a project. They're not sticking. It's just, they've been mashed together up on a shelf. So anyway, I used to do one of these a year, and I have quite a few years up on the shelf. But this is essentially the same thing, just using a magazine. Using a cut down, oh baby. Using a cut down magazine. Yeah, it's and then you just pile it up, just layer it up. So, and then you can go in and paint on top of it. You can add more stuff, you can doodle, you can paint, you can add more collage. And so this has become my more compact version of a desk journal. And so, yeah, it's just a cut up art journal magazine. You can cut up any magazine. I wouldn't recommend fashion magazines because those are really, really thin. I mean, I've done it, but the fashion magazines are so extra thin. You're kind of fighting the paper. And these, I'm not, and same thing for those other desk journals. I don't usually use matte medium, like my golden matte medium that I use for collage. I don't usually use that in these. I just either use a glue stick or Eileen's tacky glue to glue these down, and then paint on top of them, paint around them, reverse collage them out. So they're just, it's just a little bitty bits of inspiration. I know you want to come up here, baby, but you want to get on my keyboard. So just glue and paint and just have, little inspirations. I know I've shown y'all a gazillion of my magazine journals. This is the same type thing, just smaller. And you can get 3 of these out. This has been cut down, but you can get 3 of these off of a full magazine. And then this is, if you cut off the strips off the sides, then you can use what you cut off here to then go back and glue those back in here. So here's a couple that we did a few weeks ago where we painted and played with them. So got some old address books that are hardcover. Sure, the angels on my no. Go ahead, glue away. No, Rebecca, they're just fine. So like this is glued. This right here. There's like 4 or 5 other things glued on top of the original pages. So you just recombine them, and then you go in and you play with paint and paint them out. You can paint them make them into other things, a little scene, and don't be afraid to get rid of anything that you need to turn it into what you want it to look like. So you can see I've just piled up more stuff on every page. Yes, you do, cat paste. Yes, you do, my dear. So it's all just got things just glued on top of the other things. Sometimes I'll go with like colors, like this was already on here and this was already on here. So I found things to glue on here that had similar colors, right? You don't have to go in order. You can just flip through. Just flip through and find, where if you came across a bunch of yellow and green stuff, put it on this page. Or, here's more yellows and orange. More teals, So every page here has something glued on it. Every page. Yeah, it is just you're using up, leftover magazines. It doesn't all have to be the same magazine. It can be any magazine. And in the case of something like this, now if you had a fashion magazine that you came across and you wanted one of the girls or something from the fashion magazine, you could cut her out and glue it on here. But I wouldn't use a fashion magazine as a base because those pages are so thin. Have a little bit of a sturdier base, and then you can do whatever. See, we did this one on our show. Oh, it froze up again. Hang on, I don't know why. Let's just there it goes. We did this one on my show I think it's a couple weeks ago. Let me turn the brightness down again. And then since we did the gluing and everything and the painting, I've since went back and glued more on top. So this is never really finished. You can always just continue to add stuff on top. Even if you think you're done by adding paint and stuff, it doesn't stop you from adding more gluing. And it's just very chill. It's very chill, very inspiring, just to keep your scraps like that. Same thing for this one. We painted on this that same day. We did a couple of these. And then I just cut some text out of, I have this book here that I've been using. I see you, baby girl. I know you want on the desk. Stop to pet her for a minute. This little book that I got from Keisha's auction a couple months ago. And I should be having a new one come in probably, a new Keisha box in a week and a half, maybe. Hi, Angie. So I got this, and so I like this because the words are kind of big, and there's just lots of different fun things you can cut out, especially the words. I'm just looking at ones that store seeds, and I don't know. You can just find funny things and uh, make it something funny. It doesn't have to be just what it says, right? If we paint iron, it does not get rusty. Anyway, there's just I like the size of the words in this book, so that's what I keep this for, like that, day and night. So, and then this one as well. Now, I did put rubber bands around them to kind of help flatten them out, because the thing is, I always tell y'all, and I have to be aware of it too. If you work front to back and start gluing and painting here, then here, then here, then here, this spine is going to warp. It will totally warp. So mine started to warp. I didn't go front and back enough. So I put some rubber bands on it to try to flatten it out a little, but they never really go back once they warp. Is this the one I want to go to? Is this the one I just showed you? Which one did I just show you? I think this one. Yeah, I showed you that one. So this one's not completely got something on every page, but it's got, most of the pages, a couple pages in the back that I don't have something glued on. I love the gold mine of little golden books. Yeah, I know. There's just so much, and if you repurpose them, recycle them, reuse them, then you're going to make your own little inspiration journal. It doesn't have to be for anything except your inspiration. So you can go through and say, oh, I like that color combination. Oh, I think I'll do a blue leaf today. There's just so much. If you keep, your Society of Idea Collectors, your idea notes, and a desk journal, you're gonna have a lot of stuff. And speaking of reading, I have to read out of I have not done out of our 365 days of art. We might do that too, and do our reading before Rachel pops in and says, you need to read out the book. So look at that. So we have time to do those. So yeah. Just all kinds of, look, I glued a couple of stamps. You can just glue whatever you have left over from whatever project. Just keep it handy so you can just open it up and have, leftover paint. You want to scrape something on, like, let's just do this real quick. Like, and I haven't seen Janet for a minute. Janet, what are you going to do today? Hi, Jeff. How you doing? What are you going to do today, Janet? Let's get some. Janet streams at 1. So I'm going to throw out a little lime, and I'll throw out a little teal. We'll do a little scraping. Now, if you're going to scrape things or paint things to the edge, I do recommend, and I don't know if I kept it in here. I usually keep a couple pieces of wax paper in the back, just to keep the wax paper handy, which I'm not seeing any right now. So let me get a couple. Because you don't want to, if you get paint over the edges, it's going to stick your pages together. So it's best if you have a couple of pieces of wax paper to keep your pages from sticking together. Janet, I think I'm going to finish my Zentangle pattern box. Okay. I'm not going to give it away. I can't wait to see it though, Janet. So 1 o'clock Eastern, Janet comes on. This has got a little stuck together here. I didn't let something dry. So I'm usually done at least by 12. That reminds me. Let me go. Hubster wants leftover crock pot roast. Let me go. Well, hang on. Let me go turn that on. Hopefully Malibu will behave. Okay, turn the crock pot on. Put the roast back in the pot. All right, so hi, Kathy Berg. Anybody else I'm missing? Okay, so we will just get a palette knife here. Where's some of that palette knives? And so if you just had, say, you just had a little bit of leftover paint, and put some wax paper so you don't glue your pages shut. And let's just put a little more green on that. There we go. Off her little face, and there we go. So now, I'm sorry, I was off camera. Let me put the camera up a little. There we go. So I just did palette knife scraping. You can also take a baby wipe if you want it smoother. I like the texture. So but let me get a baby wipe to keep my hands clean. So that's what you can do with your leftover paints or scraps of collage. See, just so now you have a start to a page. And we will put this to the side so the cat doesn't jump up on it. And I will see if I have something in here that I can use the rest of this. All right, let's just flip through here and see if I can find, here we go. See, doesn't this inspire you to get out your paint, your scraps, your old magazines to play in? And you don't even have to cut the magazines up. I have tons of them, you know, the magazine journals that are not cut up. They're just I glued 2 or 3 of them together to make them even thicker. But so you can do either or. There we go. So used up the rest of that paint. Let's see. Bye, Terry. Anybody else I missed coming and going? All right, so I'm just going to set this aside. Just wanted to show you how you can use up your scraps. And this is one of the collage ones that I've done purposefully. This one's not a leftover desk journal thing. This is one of the ones that I'm doing for my year of color, where I'm actually making little mini collages in different colors. So I need to keep working in this throughout the year. Oh, thank you, Colleen. So, and this is just the mini comp book. I sold these last year, and I don't know about the year before, but anyway, they only sell them during school supply time, which is usually about July around here. So my Walmart in July will have all new school supplies. And that's why I found these little half comp books. So these are the ones I've done so far this year. Still working on this one. Finish that one. Still working on that one. Finish that one. Finish that one. Still working on that one. And obviously still working on these. Finish that one. So I think this is the last one we did. The rest, I haven't done anything else in there. This was the last one. trying to work in this one this year. Okay, so there's that, and then let's go ahead and read out of our 1001 Ways to Be Creative, and we'll probably have time to do something out of here. I've been just doing random little, again, just like a little, just using a little binder here and picking a page at random. I'm not doing these in order. I'm just kind of flipping through and seeing like, that looks fun. Maybe we'll do this. And it's also got the little birds. We might do this today. So I just pick a page out of this 365 Days of Art. There's a creative exercise for every day. There's also 365 Days of Creativity, both by Lorna Scobie. But so I just pick one. I write the day, the number at the top of the page, and we're just using this binder of just copy paper to work in. And so this can also go towards your Society of Idea Collectors. This was day 11. We did quick little faces. We did patterns, and we did patterns in color. We did some designs on black paint, a little bit of calligraphy marks. Here's our little flying birds made with just dots of paint from the watercolor. Then this was bottles and reflections, although we turned some into robots. Oh, you're welcome, Bar. And so we'll do something on the next page. So we'll do this. But first, because I don't want to run out of time to read our little 1001 Ways to Creativity. Again, these are not so much prompts and things as it is just creativity quotes. So anytime I'm reading any of these out of these books like this, if something else occurs to you, and if you disagree with it, I don't agree with everything that these people say in these quotes, but I'm reading them to you anyway, because if you have if you don't think it, if you don't believe what they're saying, well, then write down why you don't believe what they're saying, or what you think instead of what they're saying. But they're just a whole bunch of quotes on creativity. And so anyway, I like to read a couple pages. Rachel got us this book to replace the one that we finished, which I think after we finish this one, we'll go back to the other one. Took us like 4 years to get, 3 or 4 years, I think, to get through that other one. We can go back to it because everything's, will have changed, or you'll have new ideas. And so let's turn up the light just a little. Okay, so thank you, Riri. All right, so here's a few quotes on creativity. The most creative people you are likely to meet are children. If you want to know the essence of creativity, then just observe them playing. That's a state that adults need to somehow find again. Everything in the world is connected. Creativity is about finding connections where they are least expected. Creative people know that there is no such thing as perfection, and that's okay. The ability to ignore distractions is one of the key skills required to think creatively. True storytelling reveals meaning without committing the error of defining it. Frustration kills creativity. Relax and allow your creative thoughts to flow. Creativity is not in competition with anyone else or anything else. It is just happy to be what it is. Not everything you try out will succeed, but all successful creative acts begin with trying something out. Creativity is a blurred area where you end and the rest of the world begins. So that's our 2 pages. So write down what you can or want from out of that. And now let's just take a minute. I've just been using little watercolor palettes. Let's use a different one though this time. Let's see. All right, let's use the Woodlands one because we're going to draw a tree. And this is just they have the little Prima sets, and I've made my own sets, and I have big sets, little sets, all different kind of watercolor sets. But we're going to use this one just because I grabbed it. And let's get, and by the way, I did get a new watercolor watercolor, water dish, what do you call it? And these are just some of the sponges I just keep those on top. But anyway, so I put the other one in the dishwasher, and it pretty well cleaned up. So when this one gets, as Janet calls it, a petri dish, then I will use the other one and put this one in the dishwasher. So there we go. All right, so I'm just going to spray this down and wet it all. Okay, let's move this over. Let me get a water brush. I have one handy. Just quick and easy to use a water brush. I think they're over here. There's one. Let's see if this one's got some water in it. Got a little. Okay. I know, it's a beautiful thing to see, isn't it, Janet? So this is just copy paper. It's just all about getting the idea down. Let me get a thing here. So this one is from day 95. In no particular order. I'm just flip through. If something grabs my attention, that's what we roll with. But, at the end of some time, we'll have a full book of ideas. I'm just, want y'all to have some way of collecting your ideas, even if it's just copy paper and most of my ideas are copy papers in binders. Okay, so let's just draw. First off, let's test all these colors. There's this. Oh, I got to get a Kleenex to clean my brush off as we go. So we'll kind of make us a little. Let's just make us a little swatch here. And a Kleenex works better even than a paper towel to clean your water brushes. It just kind of pulls the paint off a little faster and better than a paper towel. Just squeeze some water out. And you can write the names of the colors down, because sometimes color names can be very inspiring. Let me see if I can. It's a little fuzzy. Let's see what we can do here. Let's auto correct. Lighten it up just a little. There we go. Color names. If you want inspiration, get you a handful. Don't take every one, but get you a handful of paint chips at the hardware store or wherever they sell paint, and write down the names of all the paint colors, and that'll give you ideas as well. Okay, so there's all the colors, and let me just clean this brush out a little. I'm squeezing water into the Kleenex here. And we'll take a second, and I'll get a pen that writes small enough. Bye, Tracy. Thanks for stopping in. Anybody else? Okay, so this one is called Sand Ridge. This one is called Shadow. Shadow. This one is called Cavern. I'm going off of the little chart that came with it, and I swatched it when I got it. Foxberry. Pond. Stream. Bear, like, a brown bear. Mist. Graystone. Daylight. I'm going to give you all some homework too. Redwood. We've done it before, but we'll do it again. And deep moss. All right, so before I do the little tree here, we have time. Before I do this tree, let me just take this out because it's wet and I don't want to flip it over and get the other side wet. So I'm going to move this over here a minute. All right, what we're going to do, homework. Now, you don't have to do these colors. You can do whatever colors you have. Or you could do the colors of the names, just do it similar. Like, let's just say you have a Crayola. You can do it with Crayola crayons, okay? Let me go ahead and take this out because I'm going to get it all wet if I'm not careful. Let's just move this out of the way. Okay, so what I want you to do is we have 10 colors here. I'm going to use 10 papers, and you can do it with whatever colors you have. Okay, homework. And yes, homework. Okay, so I'll use this. I'm going to use these and these color names, but you can use 10 Crayola colors, any colors you want. I'm just going to use these just for an example. So what I'm going to do is, I got to find places for everything. Let me clean my, I gotta get some water in this, but hang on, let me get a little more water in this brush. Okay, let me get another Kleenex. You're being so good, Malibu, on the floor, since Mama pushed you off the table a few times. Okay, so did I go this way? Let's see which way I go. Yeah, I'm going the same way. So you can use any colors you want. If you have a little watercolor palette set and you have the names on them, or you can make your own names up. I know some of these are going to pile up on top of each other and get the other ones wet, but that's okay. Okay. All right, so now let's do the next row. Just kind of semi-cleaning my brush as we go. You can take your time. I just want to give you all the idea. And because it's kind of random colors, it'll be more, make you think more than just doing red, yellow, blue, green, you know. Okay, did I get them all? I think so. All right. Let me clean my brush. All right. Superstar, I don't know what you're doing, but we don't read your, you're going to have to speak in English or you're going to have to go because I don't know what you're saying. You know, I just don't know what you're saying. You could be saying anything. So we have to ask you to speak English. Please speak English. I just have to make that rule because we don't know what you're saying. Okay, so let me get, I'll get a bigger marker just to start it with. All right, so this one, and I'm going to go backwards here. Hi, Mary in Israel. All right, so let's see. This one is called Deep Moss. And see, they're a little bit wet from the ones on top because I'm not letting them dry. All right, this one is Redwood. If I was doing this, I'd probably write it littler, just myself, but because I want y'all to see it on camera. Daylight. All right, y'all get ready to play now. I'm going to make y'all work. This one is Greystone. Mist. I'll let these set for a minute while we do the tree, and then I'll come back to this. And this one is Bear. This one is Stream. pond. And if y'all want to post anything, hashtag Society of Idea Collectors. You have to put the whole word because SOIC was taken by a school. So hashtag Society of Idea, all one word, collectors. We have a little hashtag that we post to. Some people do, some don't. You can just post it on your own IG if you want. Okay, this is Foxberry. Cavern. Shadow. And Sandridge. Okay, before we go to this project, let's go back to the tree one. And then we're going to come back to this. And I'm going to show you another project to do for homework. You can do both things for homework. Okay, so now I'm going to just go off of this tree here. And, don't necessarily have to copy it exactly. But here's the idea. Look, making these little birds out of the dots. But first, you got to have the tree. We're going to go ahead and use bear. All right, so we're going to use a bear. Again, this is not to be a completed painting or anything. It's for you to have ideas, right? It's just to have the ideas. You can even have little roots coming out if you want. Okay, so let's give them a couple more branches. Little ones here, there, maybe there, and another one there. Okay, that's enough. All right, so clean my brush. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these colors and just make little dots. Okay, I'm just going to make little dots. These are going to be our little birds. And you can use some or all of them. Let's do some green and blue ones. It's to make you think creatively, just to use your imagination. Everybody says, I don't have an imagination. Oh, yeah, you do. Okay, so let's clean that. And then let's go with the blue, maybe. Okay. Nobody can tell me you can't do this. Don't even try to go there. Let's do some of these. Let's do a couple of little oranger ones there. Okay, that's good. All right, so now we have a tree full of colorful dots. Now I'm cleaning my brush here. All right, so now I am going to dry this. And I love, I know I've shown you all these every time we do something in this book, just because it's so easy. I'm just going to grab some Crayola Super Tip markers, which are like the cheapest markers you can get, but they're also so versatile. So just going to grab a few of these. Okay, so look at what they've done here. They put little beaks, little head things, little doodles. So I'm going to use these and this. And I'll start by maybe making some little beaks. So, and maybe they'll be talking to each other. Like these two might be talking to each other. And then maybe this one and this one, and change the colors up. And you can put maybe these two. This one might be talking to that one. This one might be talking to that one. Maybe this one's just talking to himself. So I'm just putting little beaks on them just to start, just so you can see where we're going with it, right? And you can change it up, mix it up. All right, so let's put some little beaks. And then maybe the little hair thingies, head thingies. So I'll put some, let me zoom in a little. So put some little eyes and some little hair things. Maybe you could have some little feet. So let's give them all some eyes, even though some of them don't have beaks yet. Oops, got to make sure the paint's dry. Some of the I didn't let them dry enough yet, so it's kind of stopping up my pen. Just put little eyes on them, and then maybe some little feathers. Maybe this one has long feet. He's hanging off the branch there. You can give some of them, maybe some feathers coming off the side of their back, little feet. So you just do little doodles on them. Give a couple of them some stripes, maybe. You can do make some polka dot. Maybe this one's legs he's dangling off. He's holding on here. He's dangling off the edge. And let's give this one some feathers and an eye. Maybe he's standing up over here. So you get the idea. So you just play around with, doing little doodles. We did some other birds similar to this, but so they just put a bunch of dots and then just some little doodles. And you can, Crayola Super Tips are the best little water-based markers for doing all kinds of just little fun things, with the markers. So, all right. So there we go. This was, what do we say, day 95. We'll put this together with this. And we'll put day 95 colors there. So these will just go in our book. Okay, these will just go in our book along with, these are going to go in our book too. So what we're going to do with this now, what I want you to do with this is mind map these colors. All right, so this will be part of this project, these colors. So what I want you to do is now we're going to, and I'm going to let y'all play. Whoever's here, if you play along, you might get a treat. Like my cats, play along and you might get a treat. Okay, so we got sandwich. Okay, so what is the first thing when you think of this color or sand? Just call it out. I'm going to watch chat for a minute. Who wants to play with me? Who wants to play with me? Come out and play. Come out and play with me. When you think of sand, you probably think of beach. Okay, let's do like 5 on each color. Thank you, Pacola. Okay, when you think of sand, what do you think? Maybe sandbox. You'll see where we're going in a minute. A 4x4 vehicle. Okay, a 4x4. I'll put 4x4 truck because you're in the sand, right? Is that why? Sandcastle, good one. I like that. Sandcastle. Okay, let's do 5. All right, so one more. Desert. Okay, Tommy Joe said desert. Okay, that's all for this. Now I'll show you what we're going to do in a minute. Okay, well, let's just stick with this. Okay, now let's just stick with this. All right, so now from desert, I know you're going to say hot, dry, and you might even think of some of the desert, like an armadillo, or you might think of, what else do you think of when you think of desert? Desert breeze, sandpiper bird, sandpiper bird. Okay, let's just do sandpiper over here. Okay, but let's try to stick with one at a time just because I have to try to keep up with you guys. Okay, so when you think of desert, you might think of cactus. Let's stick with desert for just a minute. Okay, let's just stick with desert. We're back. Oasis. Okay, oasis. I want to get 5 for each. That's 4. One more for desert. Pyramids. Okay, the pyramids. Okay, so that's all for desert. Now, wait. Let's just stop a minute. Let's just stop. Okay, so beach. When you think of beach, what do you think of? Just beach. Not sand necessarily, but beach. Oh, bones would be good in the desert. Well, let's don't put them in the sandbox. Let's don't put the bones in the sandbox, CB. Okay, umbrella. Okay. Popsicle. I'm not sure you spell S. It's SICL. Popsicle. Bathing suit. I should have just wrote swimsuit, but bathing suit. Okay. SPF 40. Okay, one more because this is our main one here. This is the main one here. And sunglasses. Okay, all right, let's stop now on the beach. All right, sandbox. Sandbox. I need 5 things for sandbox. Starfish would have been a good one, but I'm going to move on. Going to move on. Sandbox, because otherwise we won't get it done. Sandbox. Okay, bucket. Your toes in it. Shovel and pail. Okay, a shovel and pail. Flip flops. Sandbox. Playground. And toys. Well, we had shovel and pail. No, Angie, we're not putting a hot man in the sandbox. We got flip flops over here. Yeah, we got flip flops, sister. Kids. Okay, kids. Okay, kids. All right, next, sandpiper, the bird. So when you think of a sandpiper bird, what do you think of? Sandpiper bird. This is the color here. Sandpiper. Cats. Yeah, cats and sandbox. Uh, okay, tracks. That's a good one. The little tracks the birds make. Okay, what else do y'all think of when you think of the bird? Squawk. Okay, we'll put squawking, Kathy. That's a good one. Squawk. SQUAK. Squawk. Worms. Okay. 2 more things for sandpiper. What is nest and eggs? Okay, we'll do both of those. Nest and eggs. Okay, so we got our sandpiper done. All right. A 4x4 truck. 4x4 truck on the beach. What are y'all thinking? We have that left in sandcastle. Let's do one at a time. 4x4 truck. Four by four truck, and we'll do the rest of them later because we're not going to have time to do them. Okay, tires, but I'm going to give you homework off of this. Tracks, mud, lifeguards for the truck. You're just dreaming. Who's dreaming of lifeguards? Barbara, get your head out of the out of the sand. Barbara, get your head out of the sand. Look at your hot man. Oh my gosh. All right, I'll just put music. Okay, one more thing. Music. And one more thing with the 4x4 truck. Fleas. Maybe that could go with the sandcastle. The roll bar, Tommy. Okay, the roll bar. Okay. All right, so there's the 4x4 truck. All right, last one is sandcastle. We need 5 things for sandcastle. An ostrich. Sandcastle. 5 things for sandcastle. Thong. Okay, a flag. Thank you, C&P. A flag. A tower. What about, yeah, there you go, Kathy. I was thinking of a moat too. A moat. I think that's how you spell it. M-O-A-T or is it M-O? Yeah. Moat. A princess. One more thing. Crocodiles with the sandcastle. I don't want to visit your sandcastle, Jasper. All right, we'll go with the crown. Okay, so here we go. Now, this is what I want y'all to do. If you want to play along, oh, a drawbridge would be good too. I'm going to add another one, a drawbridge, or just a bridge, whichever, but drawbridge. Okay, now here's what you got to do. Get you out a piece of paper and a pencil if you have to go back and watch it. All right, so this is what you need to do this with every color, okay? We have 10 colors. You can do all 10. You can do one. You can pick the color you like the best. But go, I went with the sand because the name of the color was Sand Ridge. So that broke it all off onto sand. Okay. So that's the main point of the first mind map was the color sand. Then we did 5 or 6. Did we do 5? We did 5. That's the color. We did 5 thoughts. The first thing that came to us, the 5 thoughts that came to us with the word sand. Sandbox, beach, desert, 4x4 truck, sandcastle, and a sandpiper. Okay, so those are the things that the main things that came off of the color. Then from there we picked 5. Oh, I froze again. Hang on, guys. Hang on. There it goes. I don't know why I keep freezing. I'm hardwired. It shouldn't be Wi-Fi issue. I think I'm okay here. And thank you, lurkers, for stopping by. Okay, so now, off of each of those 5 things, I'm going to hold this up to you so you can kind of see. You can write them down. You can make, your own. But if you want to kind of play along with us on this week, then do this, okay? So from the desert, we had cactus, hot, pyramid, dry, and oasis. Beach, bathing suit, umbrella, popsicle, sunglasses, and SP40. Sandbox, flip-flops, bucket, shovel, playground, and kids. Sandpiper, tracks, squawk, worms, nest, and eggs. Sandcastle, drawbridge, tower, flag, crown, moat, and princess. So that gives you a lot to work with. So there's 5 things on each one. What I want you to do is pick one of each. One of each. You can think about it don't do it now. I mean, don't call it out. But I want you to pick one of those 5, one of these 5, one of those 5, one of those 5, one of those 5, one of those 5. So of all there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 different items you are going to pick. One from each. Does that make sense? Am I clear about that? Okay. You're going to pick one thing from each. Okay. We have 6 different things. And this just makes you think outside the box when you do these kind of fun mind maps like this. So what you're going to do, for instance, and I don't know which 6 I'll pick. I might pick over here, I might pick tracks, princess, tires, cactus, sunglasses, and flip-flops. And what I want you to do is just draw, even if it's, and you don't, you can draw a stick figure, or do a little cartoon, a 1-panel cartoon, or you can do just a little illustration. You can do 2 little illustrations, whatever you want to do. It doesn't, don't overthink it. Don't make it hard. It's not hard. But what the idea is to think outside the box. Okay. So if you pick something from each one of these, and if you use the color sand, this color, if you use a similar color, use this color with those items, one from each, and make you a little drawing, yes, it could be very easily could be a recipe for surrealism. That's what I would be thinking. That's what I would be thinking, C&P. But I don't even think we put Hot Man on here, Angie. So that's what your homework is to do. Okay, just pick one of each, and I'll keep this in the front of the book so we can we can compare notes. If you want to post it, if not, you don't have to. If you want to, feel free. If you want to next week, just tell me what 5 things or 6 things you picked. And then if you want to expand on the idea for your own society of idea collector, go through and do the same thing for every color. Shadow, cavern, foxberry, pond, stream, bear, mist, graystone, daylight, and redwood. Do the same thing we did here. 1 main word, or 6 main words, I should say. The 6 main things you think of when you think of daylight. I won't do a complete one. We'll just do the main 6. Okay, so when you think of daylight, what do you think of? Give me 6 things. And again, that's the color, but we'll do 6 things. Okay, so when you think, yeah, isn't it? I love mind maps. Okay, so when you think of daylight, tell me, let's get 6 things when you think of daylight. Just shout it out. I mean, like, for instance, sun. You would think of the sun, right? I'm feeling the need to call it sick. Okay, breakfast. See, I would think of like a light bulb, just because it just daylight and you have a light bulb, makes it. Okay, someone said coffee. 2 more. Alarm clock. And we need 1 more for daylight. I think somebody said dawn. Sunshine. I got sun. It could be sun, sunshine. All right, we'll do dawn. Okay, so there's our 6 things. And of course, you can make as many as you want. Now, what you do from here is then you go and get, how many do we have? 5. Then we pick 5 things off, and you can do as many as you want, really. I'm just trying to kind of keep it simple for you. Then you pick 5 things, not the color. Then you pick 5 things off of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you just mind map this out. So and you can do neater. I'm writing really big so that everybody can see it on camera. But you do this. This is the color. Then you combine from all those 5. Okay. And I'll make up my own later. I'll do it before next week. Okay. Because we're only doing this once a week. So I'm not doing this on Wednesday. We'll do it next Monday. Okay. So you have a week to do something with this. Even if you want to just describe what you did, just somehow do something with it, guys. Okay. So I'll do all these. I'll do all 10 colors. Okay. Because this is my color. And I'll do the same thing with all my 10 colors. Okay. So if you want to just do this one, and remember, don't forget, this is your color. You want to use your color in there somewhere. All right. If you want to take, let me back out. See if you want to take a screenshot. Okay, there. If you want to take a screenie, if you can read my writing, if you want to take a screenshot of that, so you have them listed right there, or you can just go back and re-listen to what I said and write it down. Okay. So again, this kind of thing, if you just did this, you did that for a month, you would never run out of ideas if you went even for a month of Sundays, right? No, I don't really want to post this on IG, Riri. I don't want to post it on IG. Take a screenshot or go back and write it down. I really am picky about my artwork I post on there. I don't want to post this, Now, if I did a project, if I do 6 things and make a little cartoon or something, I'll post that. But I'm not going to post mind maps and charts and graphs. But if I do a project, I'll post that. Okay? I'll post my own. So let's see. Trying to see if there's anything else. Take a sip of my lemon water. Post in my community page. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I could post a picture in my community page. Thank you, Picola. Picola to the rescue. Okay, I will post a picture of this in the community page. And as I don't want to fill these all out for you guys, though. I want you guys to fill. I'll post this one. And I'll put the colors if you want these color names. But I want you to think of your own. I don't want you to do mine. I want you to do, other than the sample one. I want you to do your own. But I will post the colors. How about that? Here, I'll post this. These are the colors. I'll zoom in on this. I'll post this. And I'll post this. Does that help? Thank you, Picola. So if you want to get inspired by, and you can do this, I mean, I can't tell you how many times we have mind mapped out lists, people, places, and things. If you just did, and I know we've done it a whole bunch of times, let me go, but I'll just give you some more inspiration if you're new. People, place, things, and we'll do occupations. All right, here's some more homework if you need. If you haven't done any, I have all these posted. I have all this stuff posted. If you look back in Society of Idea Collectors, I have a hashtag for that. And I will hashtag this SOIC as well. People, and by that I mean anything alive. You could break it out too, but anything living. All right, so for instance, let's just say you had a bluebird. Well, you'd make lists. You list these out. Make a list of 50 things in each, like 1 through 50, or however many you want. Okay. Occupations, things, that could be things. Places can be anything from your kitchen to Paris, right? All right. So let's just say we have a bluebird, and we have a whole list. Let's just say we have lists. Paris, things. Let's say a sunbonnet. Just because I'm thinking of the beach now. Sunbonnet, and occupation, let's just say a doctor. I don't know. Let's just say a doctor. Okay. So what you do is after you have your list and you have a whole bunch of different things and you pick one thing from each list. I picked a bluebird, Paris, sunbonnet, and doctor. Now combine those. Make you a bluebird, that's a doctor, or a doctor that maybe has a bluebird on his shoulder. Maybe the bird is wearing a sunbonnet and they're in Paris. You see how recombining things makes your imagination? I know, you don't tell me right now you have no imagination. I know every one of y'all pictured something. You pictured something when I told you those four words: bluebird, Paris, sunbonnet, and doctor, right? You thought of something. So if you have a whole list of living things, and you again, you can break this down into animals, birds, bugs, or it can just be anything living. And you have 50 things here, you have 50 things here, you have 50, and then randomly pick four random numbers, random generated, or just pick random numbers, and then go with whatever the numbers pick. See, y'all, did that make sense to you real quickly? Okay, so I will post this and this just as an idea. You don't have to use these colors, but I mean these exact colors. Just use like a burnt umber, a gray, a indigo blue, a teal, a green, and just name it these colors, right? It doesn't have to be this exact set of colors. All right, so there we go. And again, we did this little fun little tree. This will go in the book too. All right, so I hope y'all got some inspiration, some ideas, some creativity. I hope y'all enjoyed the book chat. Here's our hashtag for Instagram if you want to post anything. Okay, thank you, Picola, for reminding me. I always forget about the community tab. I will post it in the community tab. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to head out, and don't forget. Thanks, Janet. Don't forget. Let me click on Janet. Janet comes on at 1, and Janet M. Young. Just put that in. You'll find her. She comes on at 1. Hi, Joan, and everybody else. So, okay. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you at Janet's, or I'll see you guys on Wednesday. And thanks everyone for being here. I appreciate it. And y'all have a creative, inspirational, awesome day. Bye, guys.